Oh, shit. Hey, everybody know Team Crawford. Y'all know I get active. Let's go.
Coming to the podium.
Oh, shit.
This man, just like Terence Bud Crawford, carries a big punch as well. They say the truth hurts. 78% knockout percentage. 6 of his last 7 opponents were former world champions. 3 of them, he took away their straps, thus dubbed it strap season. He's the unified WBC, IBF, WBA, welterweight champion of the world. He goes by the name, The Truth. Big Fish, man down, the biggest, put him in the dirt, grave digger, belt snatcher, Mr. Errol Spence Jr.
Y'all know what time it is, strap season, it's truth time. First of all, I'd like to thank my mother and father, because without them, I wouldn't be here. They blessed me with the resiliency to get through a lot of stuff in life. I'd like to thank everybody coming out here and supporting. Make sure y'all order the fight on Showtime pay-per-view. I guarantee you I'm going to put on a great show and a great performance. Make sure you bring your season for Saturday night, because we're going to have a crawfish boil. We're going to boil his ass. And bring the hot sauce too. Bring the hot sauce too. You already know Bo-Man got the season too. He going to be right there with us after the fight.
Gentlemen, let's talk about the fight. That's why we're here. Derek James, I'll start with you. You've already produced 1 undisputed champion. You're going for another. Can you give us some insight on what it takes to win fights like this of this magnitude, especially with so much on the line?
Well, it just takes a lot of fortitude, a lot of discipline, a lot of focus. I think that I know for sure Errol has that, no different than Jamel or whatever. But tonight or tomorrow or Saturday night, it's his time. I mean, we waited. We made this happen. We took every belt. He just had to hold his title and fight nondescript opposition. We beat champions to get here. Listen. Why everybody got something to say? Everybody talking. You're not a fighter. You a fighter? Hey man, listen, man. Okay. What else? Yeah. Don't worry about that.
Brian,
Don't worry about that.
You know, the interesting thing is, you've already produced an undisputed champ. Now you've had the opportunity to kind of make history and do it, and be the first male to do it in another weight division. You're going up against, obviously, a phenomenal fighter, and then also a trainer of the year. But if you're victorious on Saturday, what does that say about Brian Bomac McIntyre as a trainer?
Says he got 3 other people helping him.
It's funny. It's
3
funny,
other people helping him.
Come on, y'all, be quiet. It's funny, y'all, because ain't no more hiding. You can't hide no more, Derek.
Hide?
We're gonna find out who the best
hey, man,
man
listen.
is.
Only thing been hiding is
I respect you
big
for
back.
what you've done in the game.
Cheetos.
But you ain't never went up against me or my
Listen,
staff.
that's the only thing been hiding.
So you remember something.
What? Tell me what I gotta remember.
We've been here before.
So you say
you trying to get
no,
there.
No. You,
all right?
Wait.
I can tell you how it is to be undisputed.
Wait. You can tell.
You can't tell me shit.
Listen, you the only.
Sit back and watch this.
Wait, is Jamel Charlo on?
Sit back and watch this. I promise you something.
Hey, listen.
I promise you something.
Hey, man, listen, man. They got to make a new weight for you. Super heavyweight. What the fuck you talking about? We know
all that shit you talking don't mean nothing.
It don't mean nothing.
I can bump my guns at you, you can bump your guns at me, but at the end of the day, them 2 brothers got to get in the ring.
That's right.
All right, then, so shut the fuck up.
Yes, ma'am.
This is going to be one heck of a fight.
Yes, ma'am, I will.
Now, let's get to the fighter.
Look, mama.
You know, EJ, no matter where I go, no matter where you guys go, they ask the same question. Who is going to win this fight? So I'll just ask you, Errol Spence Jr., can you tell everybody why Errol Spence will win Saturday night?
You asking bogus questions. I'm going to win because I'm the better fighter. I'm a better fighter. Physically, mentally, it doesn't matter. I'm more durable than him. Like I said, I'm going to break him down, and I'm going to break his will.
Bud Crawford, same question. Will you tell boxing public why Terence Bud Crawford will win Saturday night?
Everything about Terence Crawford is better than Errol Spence Jr. When you look at everything that I do in the ring, is better than Errol Spence Jr. So, you know what I mean, come fight night, I'll be proving each and every one of the doubters wrong once again that Terence Crawford is the best fighter in the world today. And that's just what it is. Not taking, you know, any credit away from Errol. He's a great fighter. He's good at what he do. But when you compare him to Terence Crawford, there's no comparison. I'm just a better fighter.
Errol, you told me even as an amateur, you had one goal, you had one dream, and that is to make history and be the first undisputed welterweight champion of the world, especially in this era. Floyd, Manny, neither one of those great fighters never accomplished it. You accomplished that and get a victory Saturday. What does this say about Errol Spence Jr.?
Well, I don't remember telling you that because my goal was to get some money, especially when I was in the amateurs. But me winning this, I mean, it means a lot. It definitely means a lot. It means that I am one of the greatest welterweights that ever laced up a pair of gloves.
But we've already mentioned it. You win this fight. You join Clarissa Shields as the only fighters to become undisputed in 2 different weight divisions. You be the first male. You're victorious Saturday. What does that say about Terence Bud Crawford?
Like I said before, this is the Terence Bud Crawford era. You know, when you look at the body of work that I've done in each weight class that I've been in, you can't deny that this is my era. I never had a close fight. I never had a fight where people thought I lost. I never had a fight where I didn't look spectacular in. So, you know, given the body of work, and that's against every person that they put in front of me. So given the body of work and how long I've been doing it for, yeah, this is the Terence Crawford era since Floyd Mayweather retired and him and Andre Ward.
EJ, you can look at a fighter, you can look at them on video, you can go to their fights and watch them fight. But it's not until you get into the ring with somebody, you find out a lot about that fighter. What is Bud Crawford going to find out about Errol Spence Jr. that he hasn't seen on video and maybe didn't notice when he went to one of your fights? What's he going to find out about EJ on Saturday night?
And my skills are superior. Yeah, he's talented. You know, he got God-gifted abilities, but we talk about skill set. We talk about what my coach teach, and that's why he is a trainer year. Because what he teach, you know, he don't have fighters with just talented. He teach fundamentals. He teach sound basics, and that's what he's gonna find out that I do have great defense. I do have great offense. I do have great stamina. I have all the above. I just don't have talent.
But same question. What's Errol Spence Jr. going to find out about Bud Crawford when he steps in the ring finally on Saturday night?
The same thing that everybody else find out. They're going to come in there and say, damn, I kind of underestimated this guy. On TV, he looks one way, but in the ring, I saw 3 of them. So, you know, it's all good. You know, he got the fundamentals. He got, you know, the durability. He got the stamina. He got the size. He's strong. He's the big bad wolf. You know, so come fight night, we're gonna find out. You know, all that that he say he is, he's going to have to show me.
Right. But this will be your 8th fighter at welterweight. 7 of them have been stopped. Will Errol Spence Jr. get stopped on Saturday night?
I always tell everybody, I don't go in there looking for the knockout. I go looking for the win. But if he get out of line, he's going to be the next one down.
I've been getting that line my whole life, so shit, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Shit, I'm about to take my belt off then.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
I'ma do it.
Errol?
And you don't need more than the belt. I don't know what you talking about. I ain't one of your kids.
I'm
you don't need more than the belt. I ain't one of your kids.
I'm gonna treat you like one.
Yeah, all right, we gonna see.
All right, we definitely gonna see.
We definitely gonna see.
Errol, same question to you. One of your monikers is man down. This is for the undisputed welterweight title. Will you stop Terence Bud Crawford Saturday?
Put him in the dirt.
Folks,
I ain't putting nobody in the dirt.
Folks, we'll wrap it up with this. Bud Crawford, for the over 1 million people who will be watching this fight, for the well over 20,000 that have sold out this arena, put down their hard-earned money to come watch you two champions fight. What can you guarantee us we're going to get when you step in the ring with Errol Spence Jr. on Saturday night?
I can guarantee fireworks. I can guarantee y'all that. You know, I'm 100%, 120% ready. I'm ready for whatever he brings to the table. He say he come and step in and he's gonna break me, as he say. Let's see what's gonna happen. Let's go.
Errol Spence Jr., same question. Over 1 million people are going to buy this fight. Over 20,000 are going to come to this arena. What can you guarantee the boxing public they're going to get when you step in the ring with Terence Bud Crawford?
You a bitch,
They don't
nigga.
get legendary stuff.
You a bitch, nigga.
See,
You a bitch, nigga. You a bitch, nigga.
Hold on.
You talking to, nigga?
Let Errol.
You a bitch, nigga. Cause you keep
too
talking like a
emotional.
bitch, nigga.
You too
You doing all
emotional,
that
man.
talking, nigga.
That's how
You
we
doing all
gonna
that
get 'em.
talking, nigga. Oh, whole ass nigga.
You catch me,
Niggas
gotta
always
come back.
talking.
Catch me, gotta come back.
Real niggas don't talk, nigga. And you talking too much, nigga.
Well, like I said, this
you want
fight,
some attention,
this gonna be
nigga.
some iconic
Fucking
shit right here.
female.
This is gonna be legendary shit right here.
Female ass nigga
Y'all make
want some
sure y'all
attention.
tune in. This is a legendary old school fight.
Get that whole ass nigga some attention. Put the camera on him, cause that's what he doing. Showing out like a female. Fuck.
Let him finish, bud. Go ahead, EJ.
Yeah, all right.
Go.
See where that gets.
Y'all done? Y'all done?
Go ahead.
This is gonna be some legendary shit. This is gonna be iconic shit. I guarantee y'all gonna want to tune into this fight. Y'all gonna want to buy this fight. This is gonna be your money's worth. But this is gonna be something people gonna talk about this fight 30, 40 years from now when they talk about legendary fights, like they talk about Ray Leonard, Tommy Hearns, and Marvin Hagler, and those Four Kings era, and all those tough fights back then. They're gonna talk about this fight the same way, and it's gonna be somebody in USA boxing as an amateur 20 years from now watching us fight, watching our fight on YouTube, whatever platforms they got, and saying, man, I want to be in an Errol Spence and Terence Crawford type fight. So y'all make sure y'all tune in. I guarantee you it's going to be nothing but fireworks from start to finish.
Folks, Saturday, we're just a couple days away from history. 2 undefeated champions putting their belts, putting their legacies on the line for a chance to make history, to become the undisputed welterweight champion of the world. And it comes your way live on Showtime pay-per-view, Saturday, July 29th. We will see you here at T-Mobile Arena, 8 o'clock Eastern. That's 5 o'clock Pacific time. Gentlemen, we're going to have just one more face-off. Thank you, everybody, for coming out. Thank you, all of you, for watching.
And then Michael, have you stepped in right
this guy's great.
All right, what's up? It's fight night. I'm kind of hyped. Hope you guys can hear me well. I got a new setup here. Let me see with my microphone. Nonito Donaire versus Alex Santiago. They're about to step into the ring for the second fight into the Spence versus Crawford pay-per-view. The first one was, I forgot I pronounced the kid's name, knocked out Sergio Garcia. So we're here. Spence and Crawford have arrived to the building, looking well hydrated, and we're going to cover this fight right here. Nonito Donaire versus Alejandro Santiago. What's going on? It's going to be a long night. A lot of feelings are going to be hurt tonight, too. Social media is going to be in an uproar. Who's ready? Shit's about to hit the fan. Oh, Donaire's in the ring. Let me turn it up here.
Picking up the sport at 14, he's riding a 3-fight winning streak and coming off a 7th-round stoppage of Antonio Nieves.
So I'm going to be providing commentary. 40-year-old Donaire is fighting for the WBC title at 118, the one he won from Nordine Obali to lose to Inoue. Inoue has moved up to 122, beat up Stephen Fulton earlier this week on Tuesday. So he's fighting for the belt again. He will be the oldest to do it, breaking his own record. Here, let me go full screen. Oldest to do it, breaking his own record. There's Tricky Dick Schaefer. Haven't seen him in a long time. Jason Maloney is targeting Donaire for a shot at that title. So yeah, what's going on? How come they don't fight at the MGM or Mandalay Bay? Well, the T-Mobile Arena is the biggest, well, the biggest named arena, and it's a brand new arena. So check out the top of the chat. I put up a poll. So for those who don't know, I've been streaming on this channel for about a couple of months now because my main channel was suspended. But we will be back on the main channel next week. So suspension was up today, and I've reapplied for partnership again today. So somebody tried to send me a message. So basically, I haven't been making any money off of YouTube for 2 months now. But we got this channel partnered and monetized a couple of weeks ago. So how that works is you got to get something like 60,000 watch hours. I forgot how many watch hours. I think it's 3,000 watch hours. I don't know. Basically, to get YouTube partnership, you got to get something like 60 to 80,000 views, something like that. So I did a few videos, about like 8 videos or so. J-Rock Williams fight, Ramla Ali got knocked out. So that got me over the hump. And also you need 1,000 subscribers, I think. So now, if I ever get any trouble, I don't think I will anymore. Over on the main channel, I always have this channel to fall back on. But we're going to make sure we follow the rules on the main channel. And basically, I did a video on Ghislaine Maxwell. It was actually a teleconference I did commentary on. And I got an email from a fucking attorney general or something. You know, told me to take that shit down. But then YouTube ended up like coming after me. And it was another video I did on WikiLeaks like 4 or 5 years ago. So basically, they got me for bullying and cyberbullying and harassing Ghislaine Maxwell and pedophiles. Like weird shit. YouTube can be weird. So anyway, Donaire versus Santiago is starting for the WBC Bantamweight title at 118 pounds. Nonito Donaire is 40 years old. Here is the card, by the way. Donaire is 40 years old. Santiago, I've covered him before. I just don't remember where. Donaire, 42-7-0. 42-7 with 28 KOs. 5'7", the Filipino Flash. at one point in time, a top pound-for-pound fighter. Hell of a run, and then he went a little bit too far when he got his ass up to 126 and ran into Mr. Oxtail, Nicholas Walters, got his shit pushed in. But the real trouble started here with Sapiwe Vieca. Was laying some hands on him. And that's when I was like, yeah, bro, you went a little bit too far. 126 ain't for you. So surprisingly, he went back down to 122, then to 118, and went into the World Boxing Super Series tournament and had one of the fights of the year against Inoue and broke his eye socket. Inoue now got that sinister eye, like one of them kind of like always open looking at you, but in like an evil way, the evil eye. Yeah, it broke the shit out of his eye. They fought to get in a rematch. I covered that fight here on the channel when, well, Donaire got the shit beat out of him. So here we are, back in business. He looked ghastly yesterday at the weigh-in, like a ghost. Like he looked every bit of 40, and you know. By the way, sometimes they drop by on the channel, him and his wife, or him or his wife, one of them. Yeah, it's not the views, it's the hours, but the hours equal up to about 60,000 views. It depends. No, it's 1,000 subs. I definitely know that. You know? But basically, you know, for somebody like me, if I cover like a few fights and like something happened, like Ramla Ali getting stretched out, you know, I can get an easy 10,000 views. All right, round number one. I guess I should get my scorebook, right? Arena's not quite full yet. The next fight up is going to be Isaac Cruz versus Giovanni Cabrera.
Professional fight. I think Nonito Donaire's almost had that.
I'm hoping Isaac Cruz lose. I'm rooting against him. Call me a hater all you want. And I'm Mexican. So, of course, you must know I can't stand Cruz if I'm rooting against my own kind. Donaire got some bounce to him, though. It's only round number one.
You know, it is intriguing. He is a fighter that can fight from the outside, but in this
he's 5'3". He's a small fighter.
Most definitely, especially because he doesn't have the reach advantage. But at the same time,
Donaire just looks so much bigger. Just look how much bigger he looks.
Because Donaire has that devastating power.
Yeah, Victor Hugo
just looks so much bigger. You can, I guess you can call him a weight bully a little bit, right? He did look old and slow in that second fight with Inoue. Oh man, I'm getting tired. Why aren't you showing the fight? What? Somebody put him on timeout. Here, Melvin, you're a moderator now. Why aren't you showing the fight? What? Let me see. I'm gonna make some moderators real quick. You can be a moderator. Let's see. Yeah. Here, Hawker, you too.
Yeah, this is the pace that obviously, you know, favors Donaire. He wants to fight at this pace.
We need some parliamentary procedure around here.
Trying to pressure you and wait for the right opening against.
I don't have time for y'all mess.
With that jab. Keep him on his toes.
It's called copyright infringement. What are you talking about? When is the last time you were able to watch a major significant event on YouTube and it not be copywritten, or copyright takedown? Never. You may be able to watch somebody upload it after the fight, but within 5-6 hours it'll be gone, depending. But people don't lie. This is not the wild days of YouTube anymore. Back in what, 2010 and before, where you can stream fights on YouTube and maybe get away with it for a day or two. You've been living under a rock. Oh, nice left hook from Donaire. 45 seconds left in round number one. I mean, this dude is so small. Look how small this dude is.
It's not as if he can't land that punch, but yeah, you're playing with fire with Donaire when you do that.
This is like an old man beating up on a kid. How old is Santiago? Let me see here. He's 27. All right. I'm picking Errol Spence. Yeah, Donaire is 40. Main man 40. Main man 40. I had a extra large pecan latte, and I probably drink maybe 1 cup of coffee a year. That's my first coffee, iced coffee or any type of coffee in a year maybe. And you get real jittery, and then you just start like coming down. I'm getting real tired. I got another one in the fridge. I'm about to down that joint, get my fix. But yeah, no, I got Terence Crawford pretty confidently. I'm gaining more confidence. Big UFC pay-per-view going on tonight. I might buy it during this stream, just to have it on in the background.
Round number 2 for a vacant title at 118 pounds.
You know?
Nonito Donaire continuing to defy Father Time. He has in his...
Do you see Rigondeaux being a world champion again one day? Hell no. Rigondeaux cooked.
Takes care of whatever needs to be
Rigondeaux been cooked.
Considering what he's been able to do, maybe, you know, you would never really...
I'm glad he's looking as good as he did. Remember, he had a pressure cooker explode in his face. By the way, we're in round number 2, 30 seconds in of Nonito Donaire versus Alex Santiago for the WBC 118-pound Bantamweight title. The title, of course, that Inoue had after becoming undisputed, after beating Donaire, and then Paul Butler after. He's now at 122, so they're fighting for a vacant belt.
Yeah, Donaire only averages 42 punches around these days.
I said Spence. I said it by mistake. Oh, was that a Freudian slip? No, I got Crawford. My bad. I don't know what I told you I'm tired. You know what? Let me go get my iced coffee. I'll be right back. Let me go get my iced coffee. Why's my chat all small? Let's fix that. Let's fix this. There we go. All right, I'll be right back. Let me get my coffee.
A pace that definitely Donaire coming off almost a year recovering from that devastating knockout loss against Inoue. The second time that he's been KO'd. The first came against Nicholas Walters back in 2014.
Yeah, you can make the case if Donaire had never left 118 pounds, and he said he's always been able to make it, he would have never lost the fight, because it's all come above, except for Inoue, above 118 pounds.
Yes.
Yeah, Donaire definitely looking for that hook now.
Nasty exchange after both of them sitting down on their combinations.
Yeah, and as Donaire then is noticing this.
We're about to get hammered. Check out this bad boy. We're about to fuck this coffee up. Nah, man, just got my teeth done. I shouldn't even be drinking this shit, for real, for real. I think Inoue can go as far as 126. 130, I don't think so. Because if you look at the 126-pound division right now, he can beat Lee Wood. He can beat Josh Warrington. Let me see. Let me go look and see who else is there. He can beat Emmanuel Navarrete. I will pick him to beat Oscar Valdez. Well, they're at 130 now, but Inoue can beat Ray Vargas, Lee Wood, Lopez, and Rabisa Ramirez, I think. So, yeah, he can go to 126. I would pick him over those guys right now. I'm picking Bud Crawford. Why y'all keep answering the same shit?
Spence is plus 120 on the money line. If you like Crawford, he's minus 150. If you expect this fight to potentially go over 10.5 rounds, again, juiced heavily to the over at minus 270. But if you
What's up? We're going into round 3 versus Donaire versus Santiago. We're going to be doing individual post-fight videos for each of these fights and upload them separately to the channel. So we're going to be live all the way until after Spence Crawford. Then we're going to take about a half an hour break, and we're going to come back for the post-fight show with the post-fight press conference, watch highlights, and recap the whole night. They go old man Donaire fighting this little person. Look how, for those who are just getting here, look how huge Donaire is compared to this kid. He's 27 years old. Look how big he is. By the way, what do y'all think about Charlo getting smacked up by Caleb Plant? What the fuck, man? And then their wives start fighting? What the hell's going on? What the hell's going on? Now, rumor has it is that Charlo has smushed Caleb Plant face, but the tape is what's out there. The tape is what's going to live forever. That tape going to be around. You know, let's be honest. Let's talk how what they. I'm not saying it. What they saying in the hood. They're like, yo, that white man smacked you up, and you ain't do nothing. Buck broken. That's what they saying in the streets. Did you take a bet on this fight? I don't gamble. Gambling is for sinners. I live my life for Jesus. Santiago's hurt. He beating up on this kid, man. I don't know if I can count this. I didn't want to go to the fight for real, for real. Like, I haven't applied for a credential since, like, I'm just not interested. I'm just not interested no more. Like, if you haven't noticed, I barely cover boxing. I only cover the big fights. You know, I've been turned off from boxing for a little while. Like, I've reached the heights, the highs of the highs, you know, at one point. So, but I do have some, like, a more streamlined approach. So I was supposed to start a couple of months ago, but then my channel got suspended, so I had to readjust my plans. Big left hook to the body by Donaire. Donaire versus Jason Maloney may be in the works after this, if Donaire wins, which is looking like he will.
This is the thing about Donaire. You know, you lost those two fights to Inoue, but in between that, we saw him win the.
See, we're having a great year. 15 seconds left in round number 3. This fight's moving slow. We're having a great year in boxing, but we got to be consistent, you know? I think that boxing is going through its own type of great reset to where, like, big fights have to be made because executives are not putting up the money like they used to. I hope they keep this shit up, like keeping their foot on the necks of these boxers. I mean, and these promoters, like, listen, if you ain't putting on no shit that's going to guarantee some ratings, then we ain't trying to see it. Like, we just got to stay consistent. Tyson Fury's on some sucker shit. Don't get me wrong, obviously, I'm going to cover and watch the Ngannou fight. But at the end of the day, it's like, all right, bro, okay. We know you want to make some money. We know it's a spectacle of an event. But it's like, you motherfucker, you bullshitted around with Usyk and Joshua. You was waiting for that Ngannou fight. He knew what he was doing. I knew that shit. I said, this motherfucker's stalling. He trying to get that Ngannou fight. Yeah, 160 is dead. That's for sure.
Round number 4 scheduled for 12 for a
That's for sure.
at 118 pounds.
I did put a lot of money into boxing. I put a lot of money into boxing. Like, all those events, you got to pay for all that shit, man. And then all the pay-per-views I buy, and, you know, at one point in time, I didn't turn a profit for like a year, like maybe even longer. I'm talking about, like, whatever money I made from YouTube, it went straight out to, like, YouTube related expenses. Like, crazy. Like, when you see, like, the people, like, if you look and you know, like certain channels, you can kind of see like, yo, you got like, it's a grind with boxing, because for one, everybody who covers boxing, right, unless you're getting like something like Floyd Mayweather, Jake Paul, the replay value of boxing content is low unless something trending happens that people will go back and watch. You know, so you always got to be hustling, like, you know. I don't think Inoue is going. I think Inoue 126, because we were just talking about the guys at 126. He can beat all these guys. He can beat Ray Vargas, Lee Wood, Luis Lopez, and Robeisy Ramirez. 135, these guys can fight at 147. You see what I'm saying? They're too big. 130, maybe he can test the waters. But no, 135, nah, I'm not. I can't see it. And he's going to put Tapales, he's going to beat him up. They're fighting later on this year. Donaire, I just got busted up.
Under a minute left here in the fourth. There's a mouse under the right eye.
Yeah, my first reaction was video was Margarito Pacquiao. Pacquiao Margarito.
The funny thing about Donaire is, like, even in this fight, he hasn't thrown that many left hooks. The one made a big difference. Just when you think the punch is in mothballs,
this fight feels like it's moving slow. By the way, Donaire, a younger Donaire, would have got this guy out of there. But it's still early. It's still early. It's only round 4. Let's see if he gets him out of there.
very good point, Evan. It's a really good point.
Donaire's got that mean left hook, though.
Shotgun jab from Santiago.
Mean left hook. Usually I would never say something like this, but listen, if Isaac Cruz loses to Giovanni Cabrera, I'm gonna be like, that's what he get. That's what he get. That's what he get. Fighting nobody to try to get that Tank Davis rematch, and I hope Tank don't give it to him. I hope Tank don't give it to him. We're just going into round 5 of Donaire versus Santiago. Isaac Cruz versus Giovanni Cabrera is next as the chief support, then Spence versus Crawford. We're going to be here throughout this whole broadcast, and also we're going to be live for a post-fight show. Here's a little bit of the highlights. Nice uppercut by Donaire. Donaire's got a little shiner there, a little mouse under the eye, right eye. So it is possible that Inoue could go up to 135, 140, maybe more. What? Reese, what? What are you talking about, man? You sound like a crazy person. Inoue at 135, 140, 147? I mean, everybody ain't Pacquiao, man. Pitbull versus Inoue. Oh, man, you guys are just saying, y'all guys are nuts. What's going on tonight? Yes, I put the link to the to buy the fight down below in the description box. And who's talking about streaming the fight? Y'all ain't shit. It be the main ones that don't be buying the fight that be talking shit. Beggars can't be choosers, man. Beggars can't be choosers. Donaire's wife is yeah, she is one of his trainers. I believe he trains himself, right? Also, she's his manager. She's the star of his Wikipedia page. Everything. Everything. Let's go check out the Showtime Twitter page to see if they're what they're doing. See if any boxers or anything happened. Yo, for real though. Jamal Charlo getting smacked up. That was pretty unsettling. It's like, yo, bro, what are you doing? And everybody know Caleb Plant is slap happy. Like, what was he doing? Look, what was he doing? What was he doing? And then you had this going on. You had this mess. That's Charlo getting dragged away. That's his wife. From my understanding, or ex-wife or girlfriend. As you can see, the fist of fury coming down here. And then you see Jamel over here somewhere talking shit. They go, Jamel. This is him right here. Like what? Like, are the brothers feuding? Can somebody tell me what the hell's going on? This was a mess. A whole lot happened in a short period of time. A whole lot happened in a short period of time. Oh wait, they're talking to Bud Crawford.
Bud, you've said you've been waiting for this moment your entire life. The moment's now here. Can you describe that feeling?
I'm just ready, you know, just calm, ready, waiting for this moment for me to shine.
Calm internally too, or do you have nerves, butterflies?
Well, you always got a little butterflies, but this is, like I said, I've been waiting for this moment my whole life, you know, and I'm ready for everything that comes with it.
Do you feel any of the weight of the historic impact should you win?
Nah, I ain't focused on that. I focus nothing but the victory right now, you know, and things I got to do to make sure I secure the victory.
Bud, best of luck. We'll talk to you afterwards.
Thank you.
I think he gonna come out to Eminem. That's what they were talking about on the prelims. It was the ex and the actual wife. Was everybody drunk? That just was disgraceful. Because you got, right, Jamal Charlo getting smacked by Caleb Plant. You'll see the video? I'll show you the video. And you got his girlfriend getting beat up. That's a bad night. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. This is horrible. This is horrible. The fight is going to be starting. We are in round number 6 of 12 of Donaire versus Santiago for the WBC 118-pound Bantamweight title. The next fight is an eliminator. I believe it's an IBF eliminator. Between, correct me in the chat, between Isak Cruz, who went 12 rounds with Tank Davis back in 2021. Taking on Giovanni Cabrera, who had somewhat of an upset win over Gabe Flores. And then it's going to be Spence Crawford. So I would say probably 90 minutes. They're going to be starting the festivities. 90 minutes or less, to give or take, 80 minutes for the main event. But yeah, as I was saying, by the way, I am watching this fight. I got 2 screens open here. But as I was saying, this is pathetic. This is fucked up. And he didn't do nothing. It's like you got to at least rush him with something. So here it is right here. And is this fucking Antonio Tarver? Who's this? Wait, look at this. We're going to go slow motion. We're going to go slow motion. Like, this was horrible. Look. And he's like, all right, it's cool. It's cool. It's not cool. Bro. And this is the woman that he was with that got beat up afterwards. Like, what the hell? Let's go slow motion. Did the fist open? Did the fist open? Oh no. It's a smack. He smacked him. And look, he's almost airborne. He's levitating a little bit when he's doing it. He's about, that's at least maybe half an inch off the ground. Oh no. I need sound. What do you mean? Oh, y'all want to hear it? Oh, why didn't you say so, Jack? Why you ain't say so? Y'all want to hear it? Hold on. That's all you had to say. That's all you had to say, homie. Oh, you hear it. I didn't know you hear it. Listen. I didn't know you could hear it. Listen. Oh. Oh no, this is even worse. All right, I'm on this last time. I gotta get to the fight. This is even worse. And they did the old shit, like the old shit. Somebody got smacked, old shit. Like not oh shit, like shit's popping off. That's like the old shit. Like you smacked the shit out of him. Damn. By the way, here's the scorecards from Steve Farhood. Got Santiago up. Yup, I see that. Donaire getting washed. All right, bro, this is wild. Oh, Santiago, clash of heads.
Did you ever grab me by my motherfucking face like that, boys?
Damn. Bro, and he said, "Don't you ever smack me in my. I mean, don't ever you grab me in my face like that again, boy." He called him boy. Clash of heads right here. Let's get back to the fight. Map. Donaire is losing to the Santiago, mostly off of activity, and Donaire is just short on his punches.
Point that if this fight would be stopped because
damn. Why he smack him like that? They gotta fight now, no tune-ups. Y'all gotta get in the ring. Y'all gotta get in the ring. They gotta be drinking. Him and his girl. I would be drinking. Y'all both get beat up. You know, that's the type of shit that bring you closer together. Like he gets smacked, his girl get beat up. You know, they just be sitting there drinking, have a good time. That shit can probably reconnect you. You know, if they having issues. You know? Santiago's starting to lay hands upon Mr. Donaire here, the 40-year-old man. Thanks for the super chat.
You must have learned that from his dad. One more beater, baby. We're going to beat that. One more beater.
Donaire known for counter-punching and a left hook out.
I think we...
Thanks for the super chat, Count Drago. I don't normally buy pay-per-views, but I had to support the best fighting the best. Big events motivate other fighters to make big fights, hoping we break a mill. I don't know if we're going to break a mill because you got that big-time UFC pay-per-view on right now. And frankly, both fighters have expressed their concerns about fighters streaming. Fans streaming the fight and feeling that it may not have been promoted enough. You know, the casual appeal was not really there too much with this fight. I'm not saying it's not there, but this is more of a hardcore super event to us, you know? But these guys are not known to be like real crossover superstars. But for me, if this fight does, from my side, if this fight does over 500,000, that's a success. I'm like, oh, the motherfuckers did good. If it does 600, like, I'm like, yo, These motherfuckers doing good. By the way, I think we're witnessing the end of Nonito Donaire. And not just like him losing to guys like Inoue and Rigondeaux and Nicholas Walters, but to a younger, hungrier fighter like Alex Santiago. Like, he's just losing. He's being outworked. And he can't seem to connect one of his big shots against this smaller fighter, and Donaire is so much bigger. He's starting to look a little bit dejected. He may have did whatever he did to Caleb Plant, but at the end of the day, we only see in one video, and that's the video of Charlo getting smacked and people going, oh, shit, damn, he smacked the shit out of him. It's crazy to me, man. By the way, follow me on Twitter. Yeah, Donaire hit him with a big punch early, but it's still not enough. Here is Steve Farhood's scorecard. Donaire's getting washed. He's just getting outworked. And he's looking old and slow, like his punches are just not getting there like they used to. And remember, he is fighting at 118, you know, where at his age, he should be at least at 122. He tried his hand at 126, but the guys were too big for him at the time. Nice left hook by Donaire right there. But yeah, this could be the end. This could be the last fight for Donaire. You know, losing to Santiago, and I think Santiago is overall a 122-pounder. No, excuse me, 18. Okay, all right. And look, here's Santiago's record, by the way. What up, 10-2K? This is who Donaire is losing to right now. Donaire is getting cooked, guys. He's getting cooked. Let's listen in a little bit.
And Santiago has been known to close very well in fights. Against Russell, he had great success. It was a 10-rounder. Against Ancajas, he did well in the later rounds. So he's a fighter who can.
Yeah, we're seeing the end of Donaire right now, guys. Round number 8, 1 minute left. Cruz versus Giovanni Cabrera is next. Anybody care about Jake Paul versus Nate Diaz next week? I don't. I'm paying $27 a month for the zone, man. Them motherfuckers are outrageous. No bullshit. It's $27 a month. If you don't have, I forgot what plan I have, but basically, I have to give them 30 days notice before I cancel, or I don't know. I think they're a pyramid scheme. Something ain't right there. Like, how do they make money? Besides charging us, the loyal fans, $27. Like, bro. HBO Max ain't even Max ain't even $27 a month. You can get Paramount Plus and Showtime for like $15. And you get movies. The zone is outrageous. I don't want to see no snooker. Or whatever other esports. Like, I'm not paying for that shit. You know who else is starting to piss me off too? Clarissa Shields. She's becoming unbearable. It's like, okay, you were 2-time undisputed, but I ain't scared to say it. That competition, when they're talking to Spence, let's listen in.
Concern? No, it's not a concern. I've been in the gym training, had enough time to train and focus, and me and my coach got a great game plan, and I don't feel like Russ that will play a role at all.
You've been waiting for this moment your whole life. Now it's here. What's the internal feeling?
I'm excited. But I'm not gonna be overjoyed where, you know, I'm just losing a lot of energy. So right now I'm just focused on the fight, knowing it's gonna happen. We weighed in and everything's official. We right here at this moment. So now it's just time to focus on the game plan that my coach instructed me, stay focused, and come out with a victory.
Errol, best of luck, and we'll talk to you afterwards.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right. Comment.
By the way, we did a poll. It's at the top of the chat. 129 people voted. 32% are picking Crawford by KO. 25%, no, okay, let me start over. 32% picking Crawford by KO, 27% picking Spence by decision, 25% picking Spence by KO, 16% picking Crawford by decision. And I didn't get a chance to put an option for, they don't give you a fifth option for a draw. But anyway, back to Clarissa Shields. It's like, yo, listen, God bless her. But her undisputed runs ain't nowhere near the same as men's boxing runs. It's not the same. Being undisputed in women's boxing right now is not the same as it is in men's boxing. It's not the same. It's not the same. Somebody got to say it. Like, come on, man. I understand they scared of getting cussed out on Twitter and on, X or whatever the fuck it is. That's a stupid decision. But Donaire getting beat up. Damn, Flash. Damn. Okay. But anyway, as I was saying, it's like, yo, like, no. Women, and this is, I cover women's boxing. I watch women's boxing. I'm not, shitting on women's boxing. But we got to call it what it is. It's like you can be undisputed fighting for a vacant belt in women's boxing. Like, come on, man. It's not the same. Like, it's not the same. We're in round number 9, 1 minute left. In Donaire versus Santiago. Don't be surprised if they rob this Santiago kid too. Don't be surprised. Because he's winning, not by anything spectacular. Donaire is looking his age and Santiago is just outworking him. Like, he's not really beating Donaire up. It's just that Donaire just looks old. It is a boring fight. Yeah, it's not really nothing. Okay, nice little left hook by Donaire. From a female perspective, it's still difficult. Whatever, man. Beating Savannah Marshall is better than beating Odongu. Okay, I can agree with that. I never rated Odongu high, yo. Donaire's just swinging for the fences now. This kid is roughing Donaire up. Come on, Donaire. It's over. The flash is gone. If somebody identifies as a woman, can they compete in women's boxing? At the way this world is going, no, boxing is an ignorant-ass, old-timey sport. They won't allow that shit. But then again, we had Pat Manuel beat up some dude. We covered the first trans... Shit, I don't want to get in trouble. I'm trying to figure out what Pat Manuel is, or what, like basically, if you don't know who Pat Manuel is, Pat Manuel used to be a girl but became a dude, and then beat up a dude on a Golden Boy show. So, but fuck it, I watch that shit. I'll watch that shit. I don't watch that shit. If a woman identifies as a woman and fights a woman, I may not agree with it. I'm gonna be like, hey, listen, they signed the contracts. This is fucked up. But they signed the contract. I'm gonna watch it. I think it's fucked up because I don't think that men should have competed in women's sports. I think, don't get me started. I don't want to get canceled, man. I've been so close to getting canceled so many times, I just can't afford it anymore. The stress is too damn high. Nonito Donaire is in there looking like shit. I want to see Eastside Cruz get beat up next too. And normally, because just so happens I identify as Mexican, half black, half Chicano, full-blooded Chicano, and I'm half Irish. So normally, obviously, I'm always going to be rooting for my Hispanic Mexican you know, brother. But at the end of the day, I'm just not a fan of Isaac Cruz. They don't talk. I'm tired of hearing about him going 12 rounds and losing against Tank Davis. I'm tired. And him and his team, Sean Gibbons, having him fight these bullshit-ass fights to try to get to Tank Davis rematch. No, I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. And I hope Giovanni Cabrera don't get knocked out, because Isaac Cruz will knock you out, but I just hope he don't. Beating up Eduardo Ramirez, a smaller fighter, and then old man Gamboa? No, you get no stripes, Isaac Cruz. You get no stripes. In fact, I think it's safe to say that Isaac Cruz is on my shit list. I'm just not a fan. Just not a fan. 50 seconds left in round number 10 of Donaire versus Santiago. Once again, the story is just Santiago is just sharper, outworking Donaire, more energy. Donaire just looking like an old man. Oh! No. I'm old-timey. You know, I have a lot of old-timey ass traditional views, and damn it, I like them. But because Spence and Crawford command so much money, the word is they're both making 7 figures. Guaranteed. Of course, the undercard wasn't going to be too good. Let me see what other controversies going on in boxing. Oh, they're going to be gearing up for Canelo Charlo starting in a couple of weeks. You know, press tour, all that stuff. That's going to be on, what's that, September the 30th or the 29th? Let me check real quick. Yeah, Canelo Charlo is going to be on September the 30th. Also in Vegas. Where's this guy been? It's going to be at 168. There's Keith Thurman. That hairline holding up. It's holding up. He need to hurry up and come back. The rumors are Keith Thurman versus Yoenis Tellez. You also have the rumors of Erislandy Lara and Danny Garcia, but when are these cards going to happen? And are they going to be on pay-per-view? Would you pay for Thurman versus Ugas on pay-per-view? Good fight. That is true. Thurman, man, what the hell has he been doing? Let's turn it up some. Donaire is looking. This is sad. I think it's time to hang him up. I think it's time for the Filipino Flash to hang him up. It's okay, Flash. We love you, man. It's over. I don't want to see him like this. I don't want to see him like this anymore. I think it's curtains for Thurman. You know what I mean? What? He's about 34 now? Something like that? 35? Averaging less than 1 fight a year for the last 4 years? You know? He went over to, where'd he go? Thailand. And the rumors were, before he met his wife, he was competing in the underground forbidden kumite tournaments, like life and death shit. And basically, he never been the same after that. Like, he got married, came home, had a few fights. The big one, the Manny Pacquiao. You know, Josecito Lopez. forgot the guy, Mario Barrios. But a whole bunch of nothing. I don't know what's going on with Leo Santa Cruz. Yeah, what other super fights you see at 147 in the next like several years? Remember, the guys at 135 and 140, they're going to eventually be at 147. The Teofimos, the Devin Haney's, Shakur Stevensons. That's the next crop of 147-pound fighters. Boots in is not going to be there that long. Well, we're going into the last round. Donaire ain't looking good. Donaire ain't looking good. Donaire ain't looking good. Donaire ain't looking good, man. By the way, make sure you take a time out, like the video, subscribe. We're going to be back on the main channel next week. My suspension is up. It was up today, so I got a chance to reapply for partnerships, so we'll be back next week. This channel is going to be a variety channel. I'm going to pretty much upload whatever I want to. Don't have to really put too much effort into the content. But I need to make sure that with a fight like this, got to at least try to make some money, right? All right, so we're going to do a live, we're going to do, not a live, but a post-fight video on Donaire Santiago, and then upload this as an individual video to the channel, and then move on to the next fight, which is Cruz versus Giovanni Cabrera, and then the main event after that. Then we're going to cover the main event in this stream, take about a half an hour break, come back for the post-fight show with the post-fight press conference, highlights, interviews, and all post-fight material after the fight. So we're going to go pretty deep after the fight. Pause. Yeah, it's like it was like 112 degrees in Vegas today. Crazy. Like, people are just miserable out there. You know, because you just have to be inside. You're in Vegas where you kind of want to be out and about, but, you know, the air is all fucked up. Take your time out, subscribe. Please help me out. Like the video. Like, come on. The least you can do is that. Just click it. It doesn't hurt anybody. Or dislike the video. That's your right. But you can do something. You can do something. It'd be like 75 degrees in the UK, Fahrenheit. And they'd be bitching and complaining about, oh, it's a heat wave. Celsius, my bad. Fucking food is here. I got some catfish earlier today, but I didn't feel like finding no fish, man. Nah, Donaire's done. It's time for him to go. 50 seconds left in round number 12. He's done. He's cooked. This guy's 5'3", by the way. When you're losing to this type of guy, a guy that you would have knocked out probably as early as 3 years ago, it's time to hang him up. 20 seconds left in the fight. Oh, listen, he looks slow. 10 seconds left in the fight. Well, I think this is the end of the Filipino Flash. He should go on to lose a 12-round decision for the WBC Bantamweight Title at 118 pounds to Alexandro Alex Santiago. 5'3", 27-year-old Mexican fighter. Donaire is 40 years old, competing at 118 pounds. Fighting for a belt that he lost recently to last year to Naoya Inoue, who just recently defeated Stephen Fulton at 122. Here's the punch stats, by the way. Let me turn it up. Listen in.
Even though the total landed, according to show stats, identical, there's no question that Santiago took control of this fight in the second portion of it.
Now, it's safe to say in this fucked up world of boxing that there's probably going to be some bullshit cards. 8 rounds to 4. 7... I didn't see 7-5. I didn't see 7-5. I'm seeing generously 8 rounds to 4 for Donaire. Now, we have been talking, but I have been watching the fight. And what you see is that Donaire he's slow. He looks his age, sluggish. He allowed Santiago, even if the punch stats say they both landed both 130 punches, it doesn't look like it because Santiago just was the more fresher looking fighter. He just looked more invested, more like hungrier. Donaire just didn't look good. And the type of look good that makes you think, hey, at your age, it's time to hang him up because you would have knocked this guy out 4 or 5 years ago. Now, he is a self-trained fighter with his wife in his corner. She acts as his manager as well. My man just didn't look good. I'm interested to hear these cards. Pitbull Cruz versus Giovanni Cabrera is next as the chief support before the main event of Spence versus Crawford. It's 9:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm recording this video real time during the event. The arena is starting to fill out a little bit. And it's crazy because years ago, about 4 years ago, Filipinos would have packed that joint out for Donaire. Just off of Donaire alone, they would have packed that joint out. It's crazy how, like, he's up. Well, let's listen to the cards. Take a time out, like the video, subscribe.
Are in agreement. We have a unanimous decision. Here are the score totals. Judge at ringside, Max DeLuca scores the bout 115 to 113. Chris Migliori and Steve Weisfeld both score the bout 116 to 112. All three in favor of the winner. He is now the WBC Bantamweight Champion of the World, Alexandro Alex Santiago.
Yeah. There you go. You think Donaire's going to hang him up?
What an incredible moment for 27-year-old Alex Santiago.
Think he's going to hang him up?
And how about the class act that is Nonito Donaire? Well, again, Santiago.
You think he's going to hang him up? Let's listen to the post-fight interviews. This man just defeated a legend. No excuses.
For us, Alex, please describe this moment in beating your idol.
Por favor, describe este momento cuando tú le ganas a tu ídolo.
No, es un sentimiento que no puedo explicarte. Muchos sentimientos encontrados. Estoy muy contento, muy feliz por todo el trabajo, el esfuerzo que he realizado por años.
This translator gonna fuck all this up.
Aquí está.
It's so hard to explain this moment right now. All the work we put in for just this moment. It's great just to win this title.
What did Nonito say to you because it brought you to tears?
¿Qué te dijo Nonito que te puso a llorar?
No, que felicidades, campeón. Bien merecido. Bien agradecido. Un honor pelear con un campeón como Nonito, una leyenda. Muy contento, la verdad.
It's been an honor to fight such a legend like Nonito Donaire, and he just told me that thank you for giving me this great fight.
How were you able to connect on so many well-placed punches throughout the course of this bout?
¿Por qué tú pudiste conectar con tanto conexiones que pegaron a Nonito? ¿Por qué?
Hemos trabajado desde que nos dijeron, estuvimos bien enfocados en Nonito, en ver sus errores, en ver qué podíamos trabajar y pues gracias a Dios dio resultado.
No, we've been very focused, and in training camp, we tried to find out the errors that Nonito was showing, and that's what we capitalized tonight.
Can you explain to us what this means to your family?
¿No puede explicar qué significa esto para tu familia?
No, pues en realidad eso es para mi familia que siempre ha estado ahí apoyándome, mi papá, mi mamá, mis hermanos, mi hijo que acaba de nacer, mi novia, va para todos ellos, para mi esquina, don Rómulo Quirarte, Bobby, Robert, y para Paco que siempre ha estado ahí también al pie del cañón.
No, everybody, especially my father and mother who supported me through all these years, especially my son that was born just a few days ago, and also my corner, Romulo, and everybody else that was involved with me winning this fight.
They're all very proud of you. Congratulations, Alex. Thank you.
Felicidades.
Gracias.
Damn,
Thank
he
you.
is weeping.
All right,
Man is
Nonito.
weeping.
How you doing?
Oh, that's what he got to say.
Disappointed, but first and foremost, I want to say thank you everybody out here, all the people that supported me and came out here, man. This is a blessing for me to even do this for a very, very long time, you know. So I feel good still, you know. And a big congratulations to Alejandro. He deserves it. He's a tough guy.
What did you say to him because it brought him to tears?
No, I told him, you know, congratulations. You know, you have something for your kids now. You know, congratulations, you deserve it.
Nonito, you've had just a spectacular career, winning in 4 divisions and becoming a champion in all of those. What's left for you to prove, and will you continue?
Well, the thing is, I love the sport so much, you know, but the thing I told my wife, and who has the word, whether I have it or not and stuff like that, so we just got to go back to the locker room and talk to it and see where we go from there. But I know I felt good. There was just some things that just didn't trigger. You know, I didn't pull the trigger, and you know, that was my biggest problem.
Is that because you're 40? Are things different?
Oh, I say hell no to that. You know, I just was trying to counter so much. You know, I was just trying to put too much power into it. And that's why everybody in the corner was telling me, you got to calm down, use behind the jab. And that's what we practice. But there's just that remnant of wanting to fight like a warrior. And that's what I did, which was something we didn't train.
Nonito, thank you. Hall of Fame career.
Thank you very
appreciate
much.
your
Everybody
time.
out there, much love to y'all, man. I appreciate you. You guys enjoyed the fight. You know, this is going to be a spectacular night, so I hope you guys got a spectacular night. I gave it all, but I appreciate you all.
Thank you, and we appreciate you.
One more time. I just want to say thank you to Al for giving me this opportunity, and most of all to my really good friend who's been there from the very beginning for me since we got together, Richard Schaefer. Thank you, man. I love you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Nonito. All right, Moro, back to you.
All right, Jim.
All right. So, Isaac Cruz versus Cabrera is up next, but let's talk about it. He's leaving the door open. He's not going to retire, at least not yet. He's going to go back and talk to his wife, but I think it may be time to hang it up. Because if you're losing to Alexandro Santiago at this point in time in your career, 40 years old, a guy you would have knocked out several years ago or a few years ago, it's time to hang him up because the division only gets tougher from there. And this fight was pretty much set up for him to win. You know, like he was supposed to win this title. And for him to lose, it's just like, bro, you know, he just looked slow and older. He's had a great career, but I don't want to see him get hurt. Now, I thought he was going to be done after Inoue, but it was like, all right, you come back, you lose to a guy like Inoue, you're supposed to beat a guy like this. So, with that being said, thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Next fight up is Isaac Cruz versus Giovanni Cabrera. And in the meantime, we are going to take a short little break, small little break, before we come back for the next fight. This woman, who is this Nevada State Athletic Commission woman? Who's that? Lord. Anyway, I'll be right back. We'll be back we're going to be back very soon, a few minutes. We're just taking a little break. The next fight is Isaac Cruz versus Giovanni Cabrera. Here, turn this up.
And he showed he's also a champion. Congratulations to him. Joining me now.
Oh, wait, they're talking to Charlo.
Saturday, September 30th, when he challenges the undisputed super middleweight champion Canelo Alvarez. He is the undisputed super welterweight champion of the world. You know him as the Iron Man, Jermell Charlo. How are you, champ?
I'm great. Thanks for having me, Brian.
Great to have you here, man. Listen, this matchup surprised just about everybody because many thought you were going to fight Tim Tszyu next.
Yeah.
They thought your twin brother Jamal was going to fight Canelo. Were you surprised when you got the Canelo call?
Well, no, I wasn't surprised. You know, I know Tim Tszyu is a challenger, but you know, he does nothing for my career. You know, he still needs to build up himself and build up his career, and I'm cool with that. But I was down to fight him anyways. But you know, we ran into the hand injury and prepared ourselves, and we got better. So now it's like we get an opportunity like this, we might as well go ahead and we're gonna take that.
But there were many people who thought Jamal was going to be the guy fighting Canelo.
Well, my brother not capable of fighting right now, so you know he's not available. And when I got the call, you know I'm all down for whatever. I want all the smoke. You know I'm here for whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it don't even take me a phone call for me to make it happen.
Well, in boxing, and you know this, champ, they say there are weight classes for a reason.
Right.
You're moving up 2 weight divisions to challenge Canelo Alvarez. Will you carry that power, that knockout power you have, that athleticism you think into this fight?
I believe I got the speed, I got the power, and I won't fail that option right there. So I know one thing about it is Canelo, he's strong, and I feel like I packed probably a bigger punch than Canelo. And that's going to be the surprise when it comes down to September. I'm not just a little 154-pounder when I walk around, and I don't got to struggle to make 168. So we're going to have a great time, and training camp has been good. I've been already training for months. I've been got the name about this call. Like this is just not nothing new for me. This is something that I know that was gonna manifest anyways. So it happened, it's happening, and September 30th I'll be prepared.
Talking about preparation.
Yeah.
I know you injured your left hand in December. How did the rehab go? How is the hand right now?
The hand is great. Look, Brian, y'all don't gotta worry about the hand. The hand gonna be ready, and it's gonna be in action on September 30th. So I ain't gotta worry about the hand. The hand is good, and it's gonna be down and ready for the 30th.
Mel, what would it mean to you to become undisputed in 2 different weight classes? Because depending on what happens here tonight, no male fighter has ever accomplished that feat in the 4-belt era.
Well, I made history before, so it feels good, and I know that feeling and that urge and that hunger to want to make history and do something that your children talk about. Eli back at home, Kobe, and I want Lil Saint to say my dad was able to do something no boxer in the world has ever done, and that was to move up in weight divisions and become undisputed in 2 weight divisions. And that's the dream. I mean, it's beyond a dream because some people barely can even get to undisputed. But I came to a point where I could become undisputed in 2 weight divisions. I gotta seize that moment and that opportunity. I'm gonna train hard. I'm gonna work hard. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to rock and roll. This is what I do it for.
Listen, I know Errol Spence is your stablemate.
Yeah.
I know in the past you've had some heated verbal confrontations with Terence Bud Crawford. I don't even know why I'm asking you this question, but I'm gonna ask it anyway. Who you got in the main event? Errol Spence?
Man, I got Errol Spence, man. I ain't gonna call no rounds. I ain't gonna do that, but I know this fight don't go 12.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? But I got my boy Errol Spence. I don't know what round he gonna do it in, but the hunger, the fire in his eyes, it's amazing to me, and I can't wait to tune into this fight and see it live. I'm getting ready to go in the back right now and see my boy Errol, and I'm glad for everybody in Omaha and everybody in Dallas and everybody around the world that's watching and rocking. Hey, Showtime has put on the best fights this year, 2023. We made history. I don't think nothing beats this.
You know what? We didn't even have to pay this man for that kind of promo.
I'm just keeping it real, though. Ain't no other boxing network doing this like this.
I love it.
And that's what I do, baby.
Champ,
yeah,
it's good to see you. Look, can't wait to see you September 30th right back here in Vegas.
Hey, and I want to let everybody know, at 154, I ain't done yet. But I'm up here for to go capture a crown.
Yeah.
Floyd was able to move up and down. He did a great job. Shout out to him. But hey, it's my turn now.
I love it. Jermell Charlo. You'll see him September 30th on Showtime pay-per-view. Thank you, champ.
Yes, sir.
Well, coming up next, Isak Pitbull Cruz.
Hey, I'm glad to hear that, though, that he's going to be coming back down to 154 because there's money down there for him, too, especially if Crawford wins. So he's going up to fight Canelo September the 30th on PBC on Showtime pay-per-view. Expect for it to be $85. Canelo signed a 3-fight deal with PBC Showtime. And I'm not counting Canelo out. I mean, I'm not counting Jermell Charlo out. I'm expecting Canelo to win, but Canelo at the end of the day, his power hasn't really fully carried up, you know, past 160 in my personal opinion. So in reality, the only biggest difference is just the weight, and Canelo's not really a big 168-pounder. So Derek James has said that, you know, he's probably going to have Charlo come in lighter than 168, meaning not putting on too much bulk. He wants him to be fast. And Charlo has a chance. Canelo's had injuries to his knee, multiple surgeries, from my understanding, correct me if I'm wrong. Surgery on the wrist, the activity. There's been other injuries, fatigue. So Charlo might have a chance. You know, I'm not going to count Jermell Charlo out. And he would have the chance to be undisputed in 2 divisions, depending on what the sanctioning bodies allow, because I believe he's waiting on a decision from the WBO if they're going to strip him of the belt and make Tim Tszyu the full champion after Tim Tszyu's next fight. But I can understand why he's fighting Canelo over Tim Tszyu. Now, you may have some, like my colleagues say, that Charlo was ducking Tim Tszyu, and I'm like, bro, all right, ain't nobody trying to hear that shit. Love you to death, Big J, but ain't nobody trying to hear that shit, you know. But the Canelo life-changing money, you got to take that fight. So what we're going to do is the main event. I mean, the co-feature, Cruz and Giovanni Cabrera, is up next on chief support. It's not a co-feature. It's not nowhere near the significance of the main event. But the chief support, Cruz versus Giovanni Cabrera, is next. And then you're going to have the main event, which is going to be Spence versus Crawford. And we're going to do a post-fight video after Spence versus Crawford. And then we're going to be streaming after the fight for the post-fight press conference, highlights, really break it thoroughly down. Take a time out, like the video, subscribe, and we will be back when Cruz and Cabrera step into the ring. So they're going to be stepping into the ring soon. This is my pay-per-view feed from my cable box. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, and we will be right back. In fact, let's go recap this.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Chicago by way of Seattle, please welcome the undefeated, battle-ready contender, Giovanni Cabrera.
This is the fight that's up next.
And we invite his opponent to the stage at this time from Ciudad de Mexico, Mexico City. Here is the popular WBC number 3, WBA number 5, world rank contender, Pitbull Cruz. And now we invite our fighters to the scale. Weight limit is 135 pounds for the WBA and WBC lightweight world title eliminator. First, he is undefeated with a record of 21-0 with 7 knockouts, ranked the WBA number 9 ranked lightweight. Please welcome the undefeated Giovanni Cabrera. Giovanni Cabrera weighs in at 134 1/4 pounds. 134 1/4. And now, ladies and gentlemen, here is his opponent. 24-2-1 with 17 knockouts. The former world title challenger, always battle-ready contender, Pitbull Cruz. 134 1/2 pounds, 134 1/2 pounds for Pitbull Cruz. And there they are, ladies and gentlemen, 12 rounds of boxing. WBA and WBC World Title Lightweight Eliminator. Isak Pitbull Cruz, Giovanni Cabrera.
About the fact that he wants that Tank Davis rematch next. Every time he talks about it, do you feel like he is looking past you a little bit?
I mean, it's just wishful thinking. You know, everybody's allowed to dream, and he has the right to do so, too.
Good luck to you tomorrow.
Thank you, sir.
All right, let's talk to Isak Pitbull Cruz now. Give it up. Isak, thank you very much for the time. Big fight for you once again. He's looked very good in his young career, obviously undefeated. What do you have to do tomorrow to hand him his first pro loss?
Una nueva pelea que es un gran desafío contra un oponente invicto que viene confiado. ¿Qué tenés que hacer para ganar este sábado por la noche?
Darle lo que la gente merece, puro puño de comer a ese bocón.
I'll give the people what they deserve. He's going to eat so many punches that he's going to want to stop talking. He's talking too much.
Can't wait. Thank you. Good luck tomorrow night. Isak Pitbull Cruz, everyone.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we bring our fighters to the stage for the main event of the evening, we have two very special guests joining us on stage, two legends of boxing. First, please welcome the former heavyweight champion of the world, Evander, the real deal Holyfield. And our second legend of boxing, of course, ladies and gentlemen, the one and only. Please welcome the former heavyweight champion of the world, Iron Mike Tyson. Well, fans, from the T-Mobile Arena here in Las Vegas, Nevada.
All right, we're back. Giovanni Cabrera and Isak Cruz are now in the ring starting the chief support. The fight before Errol Spence and Terence Crawford step into the ring. It is 10:06 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, July the 29th, 2023. You had Sergio Garcia get knocked out by the young kid to open up the pay-per-view at 8 p.m. Eastern. I forgot to pronounce his name. In the second fight, Nonito Donaire did not look good against Alexandro Santiago, a fighter that Nonito Donaire would have beaten years ago, knocked out. Donaire looked so bad tonight, looked like a type of fighter at 40 years old. It's like, okay, maybe it's time to hang him up. And now Isak Cruz taking on Giovanni Cabrera in another fight where Isak Cruz is just trying to cruise into a Tank Davis rematch that I don't think he deserves. The arena seems to be filling out pretty nicely. I'm guessing it's about an hour, 10 minutes, give or take, maybe less, before both of the fighters step in the ring. The said ring walk time for Spence and Crawford is said to be 11 p.m. Eastern, which is in about 53 minutes from now. But it might be a little bit later. Sometimes that's how it works. But either way, I'm glad we're here. We're going to be streaming all the way up until after the fight. And after the fighters give their post-fight interviews, meaning Spence and Crawford, then we're going to do our post-fight video. And then we're going to be live after. For on this channel, the stream link is already up. If you click on TstreeT Uncut, my channel name, go to the channel, you'll see there's a post-fight live stream where it's going to be the post-fight press conference. We're going to get Twitter reactions from fighters, watch highlights, and basically break down the fight as in depth as possible in 90 minutes to 2 hours or so to make sure we really break things down throughout the night. So we're going to be here basically, it's 10 o'clock right now, probably till like 3 o'clock in the morning. So we're going to be here for a while. All right. I'm hoping that this kid can upset Isaac Cruz. I covered him when he beat top ranks Gabe Flores, undefeated fighter. But Isaac Cruz can also fight. He can probably get his ass knocked out. For real, for real, for real. All right, so what's going on? Let me see here. Why am I seeing comments? Let me turn it up, my bad.
World title eliminator and WBC.
All right, here we go. I couldn't see the comments, my bad. Yeah, but hopefully this kid can pull it off because I'm tired of the shenanigans of Isaac Cruz. For real, for real. But he can fight, though. He can fight. He can fight. All right, let's see here. Yeah, man, Donaire looked pitiful. Like that was sad to watch, man. That was sad to watch. And he left the door open. He said he still feel good. You know, but I don't want to ever see him, you know, like that anymore, you know? Shout out to the new subscribers. Jalessa Dixon. Didn't look good, man. But yeah, what's going on? Make sure you take a time out. Like the video. Could care less who wins this. I think Isaac is hurting himself. Because the first thing Tank gonna say is like, well, what has he done? He ain't do nothing. And Tank would have every right to say that. Oh, shit. 60. Oh. My bad. Hold on, guys. My bad. By the way, Pacquiao was in Vegas. I wonder if he's at the fight. Likely, I'm guessing, right? He would be. Or he's going to be on the way. All right, round number 1. Isaac Cruz Cabrera. Let me pay attention because I want to score this. Cabrera's really like a tall fighter. Look how big he is. Look how big he is. Working off the jab. He is huge. I'm going to see if I can get you a better shot. Nice body shot from Isaac Cruz. Right hook to the body. He got him looking like a kid. 1 minute in round number 1. Cabrera doing a lot of jabs. Isaac playing the stalker. Having a little bit of issues finding the range because of the reach advantage, size. Let me pull up their box recs. Nice little check hook from Cabrera. So far, Cabrera's winning round number 1, clearly. Just moving and jabbing, boxing. And this is how I expect him to win the fight, unless he gets caught with something, because he is pulling back with his hands down. But also, can he keep up this engine of his, because he's doing a lot of moving and it's only round number 1. Nice little... So... I don't know why my chat is not working. See if I can fix it. Look how big he is compared to Isaac Cruz. He looks like a 154-pounder in there. Round number 1, Cabrera. Broken.
Was it a tap? Sorry, continue. Cruz wants to get on the inside if he can, as we've pointed out. He wants to use the double left hook. Yeah, maybe don't hook your way in, but when you get in there, use that double left hook. And the overhand right, a big power punch for him. Can he get himself in a position to throw it? And for Cabrera, sometimes he lunges in when he throws a left hand. Didn't do that in round 1. Wants to control the range. He certainly achieved that in the first round. And then look for this. When Cruz gets close, the check right hook from Cabrera can be a big one.
Number 2, all the way back.
Isaac Cruz is listed at 5'4" with a 63-inch reach.
Round number 2.
My bad, hold on. Isaac Cruz is listed at 5'4" with a 63-inch reach. And Cabrera is listed at 5'9" with a 71-inch reach. And as you can see, Cabrera is clearly the much bigger fighter. Clearly. But yes, I gave round number 1 to Cabrera just off of movement and the jab. But how long can he keep this movement up? How long can he keep this up? And if he keeps it up, will it eventually frustrate Isaac Cruz to start swinging wildly? However, Cabrera here is not known, looking at his resume, to be a big puncher with only 7 KOs. Last time he scored a KO was Ricky Dulé, a guy by the name of Ricky Dulé, back in 2019. I covered this fight against Gabe Flores when he outboxed him. Isaac Cruz lost to Tank Davis. Thanks for subscribing, Corey. Thanks for watching. I don't know. I think Cabrera can keep this up. Isaac Cruz isn't doing anything special. I'm not seeing nothing that's having me look like, yo. Okay, nice little right hook by Isaac Cruz. It was short and quick. What Isaac Cruz is having issues with is finding the range and getting him on the inside. Now, if he keeps pressuring, how long can Cabrera keep this up? Cabrera's trained by Freddie Roach, by the way. Let me move this over here. Another round to Cabrera, round number 2. Isaac Cruz did a little bit better. One big right hook leaping in, but still, I'm giving that round to Cabrera. I'm surprised that the arena is not filling out more. I'm guessing they're all getting drunk. I know this place is sold out. It's got to be. But for this to be the co-feature, you know, people aren't in their seats. Like, it's a lot of people out. Look, it's not that many people there. You are not going to say not that many people. I'm pretty sure they're getting drunk and partying. Yes, Spence Crawford is the fight after this. We're going into round number 3 of 12, if it makes it to 12, for Isaac Cruz versus Giovanni Cabrera. A potential shot against Gervonta Tank Davis is lingering out there for the winner if it's Isaac Cruz. If it's Isaac Cruz. I like Cabrera's movement, but can he keep this shit up, man? I think everybody's just out drinking. That's why the seats are empty. Or they're in the lobby or in the little bars and everything. People, this is an event where people came for the main event. Like, ain't nothing really, you know. Oh, yeah, I think that's Pacquiao right there. Pacquiao, Keith Thurman, and Leo Santa Cruz, they seem to all be sitting together. Look on the far right side of the screen. I'm going to see if I can get you a shot. There's going to be a fight in the stands, probably. Yeah, look on the far... Oh, y'all can't see it, my bad. Cruz is starting to get a little bit frustrated. Do you think this does 1 million pay-per-view buys? I don't think it'll do 1 million. I see over 500K. I'm not sure how much over 500K. There's a big-time UFC pay-per-view on right now that takes away a lot of casual money. Boxing fans and boxing media don't really want to talk about it. But it is happening right now. I see Caleb Plant. There's Manny Pacquiao, as you can see, far right side of the screen. I wonder if Anthony Joshua's there. No, that ain't Caleb Plant. Some black dude. That's a good way to start your weigh-in, Cruz. Body to the, shot to the body and then So remember, we're going to be here after the fight. By the way, another Giovanni Cabrera round. 20 seconds left in the round. Isaac Cruz is basically getting frustrated, outboxed, not hurt, just like annoyed by Giovanni Cabrera. The jab and little short, little straights. 3-0 for Cabrera. And also, don't be surprised if Cabrera gets robbed, and there's going to be some nasty scorecards if this goes the distance. He's got a little cut in the middle of his nose. There's Freddie Roach actually training his fighter, not sending Marvin Somodio out. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Drop a like. Helps out the channel a lot.
Okay, he's holding you up. So now you have to change a little bit and start working downstairs. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times, 4 shots.
All right, round number 4. Well, I never counted Isaac Cruz that highly. I never did, even when he fought Tank Davis. I was never high on Isaac Cruz. I mean, yeah, he was having those brutal, trending knockouts, especially over, who was that, Magdaleno? He knocked him the fuck out. But, you know, didn't really, I don't know, I've never been really high on him. You know, he's got this boogeyman type following now, and it's just like I just don't see it. Thanks for the super chat, Camille. Salute. Did it pop up yet? I didn't see it. There it is. Thanks for the super chat. Yeah, feel free to super chat away. Yeah, underwhelming undercard so far. If I was to rate this undercard on a scale of 1 to 10, 6.5. Let's see if this fight can end. 6.5. By the way, Cruz is losing this round too. Cruz is losing this fight too. No problem, Quiet Storm. Thanks for watching. Please take a time out, like the video. Help us out here. We're not doing it for our health. The only channel on YouTube that gives you brief legal fair use highlights. So we're not just talking here. We're showing you stats, records, post-fight interviews, a little bit of highlights here and there legally. Yes, the main event is next. We're in round number 4 of 12. Yeah, I'm getting tired. I've had 2 of these. I had a butter pecan latte large and this, and I'm exhausted. I don't know if I'm crashing or what. Here's the other one. This is since 7 p.m. Like, I'm going through it over here, guys. What would you rank the undercard? Thanks for subscribing, 3 Pumps. Cool name. What would you rate this undercard so far from a 1 to 10? So far. I mean, this fight's not over yet. But I do admit, I have not been impressed. Donaire pretty much got shut out. I guess I am kind of happy that Isaac Cruz may lose tonight. You know? Biggest punch of the fight for him. Cabrera just jabbing. Left hook. Ooh, he ate that. He ate that. A 5, I'm picking Terence Crawford. Normally, I never go early, or I never stream during the undercard, normally the main event, but I said, fuck it, it's a big night. You know, excuse my language. I said, try something new. And it's not too bad. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Thanks to all the new subscribers to my secondary channel. We're going to be back streaming on the main channel. Well, covering boxing on the main channel next week. We'll be doing all our streams on this channel. We'll be doing all our streams on this channel. Isaac Cruz is starting to get a little more aggressive. He's getting a little more aggressive, and he's starting to get closer. It still is early in the fight, round number 5, 2 minutes, 15 seconds left. But he's looking a lot better. All right, let's fix that. One thing I'm learning about Cabrera is he doesn't have, we're already in round 5, and he doesn't have that extra gear. He's just boxing. Cabrera's winning. I gave the last round, the first round, round number 4, to Isaac Cruz. 3-1 so far for Cabrera. Now the question is, will Isaac Cruz be able to catch up to Cabrera and slow him down, or will Cabrera slow down this pace that so far Isaac Cruz has had a real hard time figuring out? Isaac Cruz is starting to land more consistently with that left hook as he's leaping in with it. But Isaac Cruz really has nothing else going for him, being the 5'4" fighter with a listed 63-inch reach to the 5'9" fighter with the 71-inch reach of Cabrera. We're going to make it, though, man. Is anybody else getting tired from this undercard? Is it me? It's kind of getting to me. We ain't going to sleep. We just going to have to ride it out. Okay, nice 3-punch combination from Isaac Cruz. Isaac Cruz has found his way on the inside. Cabrera has slowed down a bit. So far, the best punches. Okay, Cabrera's in trouble. He just ate, I want to say, 8 of 15 punches that Isaac Cruz just threw in 4 different combinations. What up, Justin? What up, Jimmy? This is an Isaac Cruz round, round number 5, the clearest round won by any fighter so far in the fight. We're going into round number 6. We're going into round number 6. I just want the main event to pick me up, you know? Look at this punch right here. Almost took his head off.
To continue to throw. And then here's where it appeared that Cruz was kind of frustrated with some action here, being held a little bit, and he's going to use his head, kind of pushing it in there. There he is. And and Thomas Taylor very quick to try to stop that kind of behavior.
The hand that's free. Start hitting with that one. Let's go. In this round, he falls. Let's go. Go get him. And the upper's inside. Papa Cruz imploring his son to go for it. His son known for that.
Yeah, Tua was just too short, man. Not explosive enough. Thanks, Gio. Okay, Cabrera, you know, back to boxing again, moving. He's throwing in some uppercuts, mixing it up. We're only 30 seconds into round number 6. Isaac Cruz is getting closer. And as predicted, or as we were talking about earlier, is Cabrera has slowed down. He's not moving as much. He's trying to sit on his punches, but he can't keep Isaac Cruz off of him. He's getting closer and closer. Nice uppercut from Cabrera. Cabrera's back to boxing again. Nice left hook and a right hook from Isaac Cruz. He's getting closer and closer, but what we're seeing is Cabrera's got a chin because he's getting hit with these clean punches, but he's not really getting phased. Cabrera's got to get back to moving again because he's becoming stationary. Cabrera's eating these punches really well. Another left hook. I don't remember if it was a 4-fight scheduled for Spence Crawford before Donaire Santiago was added to this. I remember it being Jesus Ramos versus Sergio Garcia. This fight, Cruz versus Cabrera and Spence Crawford. I don't remember if it was a 4th fight. It is round number 6, 20 seconds left. Isaac Cruz is winning this round. Cabrera getting a breather. They have to change the tape or put some more tape on. Round number 6. Main event is next. Ring walk supposed to be at 11 p.m., but it's looking like if this fight goes the distance, 11:10, 11:15, it's 10:34 right now. And we're going to be back for a post-fight show. I don't know how I'm going to make it, but we're going to get it done. We're going to get it done. Damn. Y'all see them joints? Let me see if y'all can see them. Y'all can't spot them? Did y'all see them? Who's watching the pay-per-view? You see them joints? Y'all don't know what I'm talking about, do you? You young punks. All right, the seats are starting to fill up now. Isaac Cruz round. Another left right hook. I have it now tied 3-3. Isaac Cruz winning the last 3 rounds as he's closing the distance on Giovanni Cabrera. It is going to be Eminem that's walking out. Oh, they're going to yawn in. Shit. Round number 7. See what's going on the Showtime page. Steve Farhood has Isaac Cruz up. Interesting. Interesting. 59-55, he has Isaac Cruz up. I have it 3-3. I gave Cabrera the first 3 rounds. Nah, I'm not really going to fights anymore. Not really interested to do some coke. What? I'm not really interested in going to fights anymore. For real, for real, for real. I've reached the high mountaintops and the lows of the lows. All right. I need Isaac Cruz to knock Cabrera out. We need this fight to be over. How about that? Think they've been watching out for Spence drinking things. I mean, rumor is that, oh, big left hook from Isaac Cruz. The biggest punch of the fight so far, by far. Bigger than the other right hooks that he hit him with. Cabrera seems to be off of his legs a little bit. 50 seconds left in round number 7. Another Isaac Cruz round, by the way. Jamel Charlo is now ringside. Yeah, I might, one day get back to some fights, but not right now. I may be going to Texas soon, but that's more like business. Keith Thurman's there bootlegging the fight. You can't do that, Keith Thurman. Somebody check Keith Thurman Instagram because he holding his phone up. I think he bootlegging. Let me check. Isaac Cruz now took the lead 4 rounds to 3 on my card over Giovanni Cabrera. All right, I thought he was streaming the fight. Deontay Wilder's there as well. Anthony Joshua is going to be fighting Dylan White in a rematch on August the 12th. And it's heavily implied, even by Joshua and Eddie Hearn, and Eddie Hearn's been known to talk a lot of bullshit, but not Joshua, that if he beats Dylan White, that we're going to see Joshua in a Wilder fight in December in Saudi Arabia. What up, Rod, Nell? Yeah, man, we chilling. What up, Coach, Doc, USC, Trojan Zone, Joe, Michael, Tiernan. I don't know if I pronounced that wrong. Edgar. Round number 8. Cabrera just doesn't have another gear or signature punch. And defensively, he pulls back with his hands down and gets him tagged up. Getting tagged up. Isaac, Cabrera does have a chin, but just nothing really extra to keep, this guy off of him, man. I mean to keep Isaac Cruz at bay. How y'all feeling about Jake Paul versus Nate Diaz? I really don't care. They thought that fight was going to be so big. Here's the scorecards. That fight is not trending well. I remember at one point in time, it was being said that Jake Paul and Nate Diaz would be like 1 million pay-per-view buy fight. Big right hook from Isaac Cruz. Yeah, Cabrera's tough. He just was deducted 1 point for headbutting, intentionally using his head, Isaac Cruz. And he got that big old Aztec.
Stern warning.
That big old Aztec statue head. You know how some people that look, they got a hard ass head? Pause. Like if they headbutt you, like they just can fuck your shit up. Like B-Hop. Yeah, Isaac Cruz just was deducted a point. Another right hook on Cabrera. Cabrera's not flinching from these joints. Olmec head. There you go, the Olmec joints. I mean, you know, Cabrera's tough. That's for damn sure. That's for damn sure. Another right hook. He is tearing his ass up. Another round for Eastside Cruz. Going into round number 9. Cabrera's not even getting like really scarred up. Oh, there he is. Yeah, that's come on, man. What are you doing? What are you doing?
That was
Look
not
at this.
probably warranted.
My goodness.
And the overhand rights fest continued. And I think you made the point that
He is
the
eating
overhand
them.
rights in
He's
that
not even
last
getting
round made
stunned.
a bigger impact on Cabrera.
At least he's blinking here after taking the shots.
Not
from
even getting
Cruz.
stunned.
Unbelievable, man. And you need to do the same that you did in last round, and he'll be gone. He's done. Let's
The
go
Jake
for it.
Paul
You have it in
train,
there.
that
Come on,
hype
let's go.
train is kind of, you know, even before Tommy Fury, his buzz has been going down. You know, it's not like it was at the beginning. You know, numbers for him, he's not trending like he used to be. It was like a fad that's kind of like dying out a little bit. Nice body shot from Eastside Cruz, round number 9. 20 seconds in. I have it 5 rounds to 3 for Eastside Cruz. Sweeping the last 5 rounds. He just can't seem to stop him. Here is the Steve Farhood's card. 77-74. Yeah, he's got a chin. That's for sure. Not really nothing else. Not really nothing else. Drink some water. Fuck that coffee. By the way, please take your time out. Like the video. That really helps us out in the algorithm and with the YouTubers. The YouTube powers that be. 90 seconds left in round number 9. Cabrera just bringing nothing to the table. Just basic. Too basic. Like just razzle, no dazzle. Nose is bleeding pretty bad, looking like. The main event is up next, thank God. I actually can't believe that it's here. Maybe I'm tired now, but once they do like the ring walks and, you know, I'm probably going to get my second wind. Okay, Cabrera. Got Isak on the ropes, opening up a little long-range combination. Yeah, he don't have no power for Isak Cruz. Nice big left hand from Cabrera. That was a really good round for Cabrera. I'm giving it to Cabrera. 5 rounds to 4. Isak Cruz up. No problem. Quiet storm. Don't understand how some people thought Jake Paul was legit. He was never legit. Yeah. I mean, you know, Tyron Woodley is really who fucked it up. Like, Tyron Woodley was not supposed to lose, let alone get knocked out by Jake Paul. Like, Nate Robinson, okay, but Tyron Woodley, an actual former MMA champion, it's like, nah, bro. Like, the ripple effect of what he did. The arena's filling out. People are in their seats now. Hey, damn it. I'll cut this shit off. Please, take your time out. Drop a like, a thumbs up. Help me out. I won't cut it off, but still, I put some fire under your ass. Here's a Farhood scorecard.
But you know, there was times where he will give up and he'll get to the ropes and he will just try to counterpunch.
Cabrera's having some better rounds though these last 2 rounds. Well, we're only 45 seconds in the round number 10. Main event is next. Getting hyped. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. See, let me tell you what we're going to do. This is my secondary channel, so I expected for it not to be as many people like it would normally be if I was streaming a big fight on my main channel. But after everybody stops streaming, after the fight is over, that's when we're going to hit a boost. There's going to be a whole bunch of people coming in. I'm going to say probably around like 1 o'clock. 12:30, 1 o'clock, give or take. And that's when shit is going to take off for the post-fight show. Another big right hand from Cruz. Cabrera has a chin of stone. But he's got a chin of stone. Thanks, Brett. No, the main event is next. Main event is next. 40 seconds left in round number 10 of 12 of Cruz versus Giovanni Cabrera. Cruz trying to get a rematch with Tank Davis. Cabrera trying to make a statement. Cabrera's undefeated, by the way. Cabrera, a Freddie Roach fighter, 5'9". Cruz, 5'4". These scorecards are going to be all over the place because I'm giving that round. I want to give that round to Cabrera because Cruz kind of took time off. My other channel is TstreeT Controversy. Here, I'll put a link in the chat. There is Errol Spence. Yo, I can't believe it's next. Here is here's my main channel. My main channel. Hold on. All right. Round number 11. 2 minutes, 30 seconds left. I would love for Isaac Cruz, just somebody just end this fight early. You know, I'm already done with this fight. I'm already done with this fight. I mean, yeah, okay, it's a round and a half left, but it's just like, yo, let's just end this already. You know, just give it to Isaac Cruz. This is me getting a little agitated and anxious. Let's turn it up a little bit. Listen to a little bit of the commentary.
The exact right punches.
We're going to take a little break after this fight as they do all the build-up for the main event and come back during the ring walks. Then we're going to do a post-fight video, and then we're going to take another break until the post-fight press conference. And then cover that and watch highlights and go from there. I think Isaac Cruz just got dropped. It says he was off balance, but he took a punch. We did a poll in the chat. 371 people voted. 30% have Terence Crawford winning by KO. 27% have Spence winning by decision. 23% have Spence winning by KO. And 20% have Crawford winning by decision. So pretty all over the place. Pretty all over the place. All right, 15 seconds left in round number 11. Another round for Isaac Cruz. I have it 6 rounds to 5. A little closer, mostly because I gave the first 3 rounds to Cabrera. I think Cabrera is doing better, or did better than a lot of people were giving him credit for. I mean, maybe my cards are fucked, but Isaac Cruz had trouble in the first half of the fight really getting to Cabrera. And even though he's a feather-fisted fighter with only 7 KOs and is showing in this fight, he still was hitting and landing, connecting punches on Isaac Cruz. Look, still got a baby face. Don't look like he's been in the fight.
Okay? Don't let them decide for you. Let them not decide for you. Close strong. Let's go.
Well, Freddie Roach agrees with us. He told Cabrera, you need to back him up, and you need to let both hands.
Cabrera's coming out this last round letting his hands go. That's a good sign. Nice little check hook from Isaac Cruz. This is an important round. I'm really interested to see these cards because don't be surprised if, you know, here's Steve Farhood's card, 107, 101. One minute, 45 seconds left in round number 12. So I'm guessing it's 10:57 right now. I'm guessing ring walks are going to be in about 15 minutes, no more than 20 for the main event, Spence Crawford. So go grab your snacks, your marijuana, your drinks. Head to the restroom. Take the dog out, which I'm going to do in a minute. So we're going to go on a break after this fight and stretch the legs, smoke a little pot, and then we'll come back for the ring walks. I'm going to play some filler content in the background. And remember, we're going to be live after the fight for the post-fight show, watching highlights, especially if somebody get knocked out. We're going to slow motion that shit. Look at all the memes, because you know motherfuckers are ready. People be having fast hands. You know? See how fighters react. And watch the meltdowns. What YouTube channel you think gonna have the biggest meltdown if Spence loses? And what YouTube channel is gonna have the biggest meltdown if Crawford loses? I already know Fannin gonna have a meltdown. Boxing Eagle probably gonna have a meltdown. Blue Blood, he's a no good flip flopper. Spence got a lot of fanboys. Crawford was looked at as being like a white man. It is the last round. So listen, Isaac Cruz listen. I don't know how I feel about this fight. Isaac Cruz is not a boogeyman to me. He never was a boogeyman to me. Here's the punch stats, by the way. Here, 164 of 537 landed by Isaac Cruz. 105 of 775 landed by Cabrera. Isaac Cruz has been living off of this surviving 12 rounds with Gervonta Tank Davis for 3 fights now. Yoenis Gamboa, Eduardo Ramirez, who was a smaller fighter, by the way. Yoenis Gamboa was an old-ass man. And now, feather-fisted Giovanni Cabrera, who fought a lot better than a lot of people probably expected him to. And he's got a chin. Dude was eating some major punches and wasn't even flinching. Isaac Cruz deducted a point for a headbutt, or headbutts mostly out of frustration of being held. I got to be honest, we're waiting for the cards to be read, and I just don't think that Isaac Cruz deserves a fight with Tank Davis. I don't want to see it. He hasn't done nothing for me to be like, yo, you're going to do better this time. It's a step backwards for Tank Davis, in my personal opinion. Isaac Cruz coming into the fight as we are waiting for them to read the cards. 24-2-1 with 17 KOs, 25 years old, listed at 5'4" with a 63-inch reach. Since losing to Gervonta Davis in December of 2021, he has been living off of that, fighting Gamboa and Eduardo Ramirez, who is a natural, 130 pounder, 126er. We're going to listen to the scorecards here to the fight. Let's turn it up. Take your time out. Like the video, subscribe.
Decision. Here are the score totals. Judge at ringside, Glenn Feldman scores the bout 114 to 113 in favor of Giovanni Cabrera. Judge at ringside, Don Trella sees it 114 to 113 in favor of Isaac Cruz. And judge at ringside, Benoit Roussel sees the action 115 to 112 in favor of the winner, Isaac Pitbull Cruz.
What do we say about leaving it to the judges? A scary moment there for Isaac Cruz, who...
I agree with those cards. I'm glad that the cards reflected how good Cabrera did despite losing. I think Isaac Cruz won the fight, but I agree with those scorecards. But as I was saying, I don't consider Isaac Cruz no dang-gone boogeyman. And I don't respect his resume after beating losing to Tank Davis. Let's listen to the post-fight interview.
Felix De Jesus will translate for it. Isak,
Him
congratulations.
versus Frank Martin makes perfect sense.
That this was as close as the judges did on this split decision.
¿Que la pelea era tan cerca como lo vieron los jueces?
No, creo que él nunca me conectó buenos golpes y bueno, ellos son los que toman la última decisión y la gente es el mejor juez.
I mean, you know, the judges take their own decisions, but I don't feel he connected with any punches, and you know, but they are the judges. They made the decision.
We found out that he has a very, very hard head. Are you surprised that he didn't go down with any of those shots?
Vimos que tiene una cabeza dura. ¿Tú estás sorprendido que con todo ese golpe que tú le diste no se cayó?
Sí, es un muchacho de respeto. Yo siempre respeto a todos los rivales y bueno, esta noche fuimos superiores a él.
We were superior tonight, but I do respect all of my opponents, and he was very good today.
In this fight, what do you think? Well, let's put it another way. Did you feel as though this was going to be as difficult of a test as it was?
¿Tú pensabas que iba a ser tan difícil como fue esta pelea?
No, lo esperaba más suelto, pero creo que pensó que era mi cumpleaños por tanto abrazo que me dio.
No,
was he frustrated?
He was frustrated a little bit, but I think he thought it was my birthday. So many huggings that he was giving me during the fight. He was hugging me all night.
Ryan Garcia is calling you out on Twitter. Would you like to fight Ryan next?
Ryan Garcia en Twitter dice que quiere pelear contigo. ¿Quiere pelear con Ryan Garcia?
Si la gente lo quiere y su empresa no le da miedo venir y pelear, estamos listos para brindarle una gran batalla a toda la gente.
If the people want to fight and his people want to come over on this side and have the fight, we'll do it, no problem. And if people want to see the fight, definitely.
All right, Isak, congratulations. Thank you.
Muchas gracias.
Thank you.
All right, Mauro, back to you.
All right, Jim, Isak Cruz picking up.
I think that makes sense for him and Ryan Garcia to fight, and it's a lucrative fight for him. But not Ryan Garcia. I think him and Frank Martin should fight to get a shot at Tank Davis. Not him after this resume that he's built since losing to Tank Davis. By the way, here are the scorecards. 114-113 for Cabrera. 115-112 for Cruz. 114-113 for Cruz. Remember, he was deducted a point for headbutts. But do you want to see here? Let's do it this way. Type 1 in the chat if you are fine with Tank Davis, Isak Cruz 2, or 2 in the chat if you just don't want to see it. Me personally, I'm 2. I don't want to see it. I'm not. It's nothing that's like, yo, in the rematch, shit gonna be different. In fact, I see Tank probably knocking him out and stopping him. Remember, Isak Cruz was somewhat of a short notice fight, a replacement for Rolly Romero, as Rolly Romero had legal issues outside of the ring before he would eventually get the fight and get stopped himself. Hell, even Isak Cruz versus Rolly Romero is even like, but no, not getting Tank. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. You know, like, not all for this. Like, no, And, you know, I'm guessing they're thinking like, well, you know, all the Mexicans, you know, for one, I identify as half black, half Irish, and half full-blooded Chicano. So, of course, I want to root for my Mexican brother. But at the end of the day, you know, they can't keep pandering to us Mexicans and be like, yo, put the black fighter against the Mexican fighters, and all us Mexicans gonna go out and we're gonna buy the fight. That's, you know, that's what they thinking. You know, that was the Floyd Mayweather shit. You know, that was the Floyd Mayweather strategy. Black fighter versus the Mexican fight. Yes, I'm half Mexican. I'm full-blooded Chicano. That's the good stuff I hear, like being Chicano. So what we're going to do is take a small break here as they're doing some filler content on the pay-per-view portion. So you can go stretch your legs, go walk the dog, or take the dog out for a little piss, go warm up a snack. Here are the gambling odds for the sinners out there. I am going to stretch my legs, take the dog out for a piss, fill up my water cup, smoke a little pot, and we're going to come back and when the fighters are doing their ring walks. So the main event is next. I can't actually believe that it's here. Right, that's crazy. I don't live in Philly, But we have a strong Mexican, Hispanic population on the outskirts of Philly, in places like Norristown, Upper Darby. So, yeah. All right. We're going to wait for the main event to start, and I will be right back. Thanks for watching. For those who didn't see the weigh-in yesterday, here is a clip of the weigh-in. Here, let me close this out, and we will be right back.
He's gonna be the next one down.
I've been getting that line my whole life, so shit, you gotta do what you gotta do.
I'm about to take my belt off then.
I ain't one of your kids.
I'm gonna treat you like one.
My bad, I had to fast forward. There we go.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, first to the stage, from Omaha, Nebraska, the renowned three-division champion of the world, the current WBO welterweight champion of the world, Terence Bud Crawford. And now, ladies and gentlemen, his opponent from DeSoto, Texas. Here is the undefeated IBF, WBA, and WBC welterweight champion of the world, the Truth, Errol Spence Jr. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we bring our fighters to the scale. Weight limit on this fight is, of course, 147 pounds in a battle of superstars of the sport for the undisputed welterweight championship of the world. First to the scale with a record of 39 wins, no losses, 30 wins coming by way of knockout in his 18th consecutive world title appearance. Here is the undefeated WBO welterweight champion of the world, Terence Bud Crawford. Bud Crawford weighs in at 146 3/4 pounds. 146 3/4. And now, ladies and gentlemen, with a record of 28 wins, no losses, with 22 knockouts in his 8th consecutive world title appearance, here is the undefeated unified welterweight champion of the world, the Truth, Errol Spence Jr. Errol Spence weighs in at 147 pounds. 147 pounds. We have a fight in the main event of the evening for the undisputed welterweight championship of the world. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the main event of the evening. Brought to you by Premier Boxing Champions. 12 rounds of boxing for the undisputed welterweight championship of the world.
All right, I'm being joined right now by the reigning defending WBO welterweight champion, Nebraska's own Terence Crawford. Terence, what did you say to Errol up there?
Nothing. We about to make history. You know what I mean? The better man gonna win tomorrow.
What about this scene? Can we talk about this first? I feel like we're in Omaha right now with the pop that you got. Can we talk about this crowd? Can we talk about this scene? How great is all of this?
Oh man, my city love me just like I love my city. You know, and I appreciate each and every one of them that came out to support. I appreciate everybody that's supporting this event, not only for myself, but for Errol Spence too. You know what I mean? Because this is what, you know what I mean, us high-class fighters deserve. We both putting our life on the line, you know what I mean, to entertain each and every one of y'all. And it's only right that y'all come out and show support.
You win tomorrow night. You become the first undisputed champion in the four-belt era at 147. You also become the first male boxer to be undisputed champion in 2 different weight classes. How much does that mean to you, being the first to do that?
Well, when I become undisputed in 2 world-class weight divisions, you know, it's going to be great. You know what I mean? I'm going to pay homage to the man that got me here, and that's Jesus Christ.
Final thing, how do you win on Saturday?
Just being myself.
Good luck to you, Terence. All the best. Show some love to Terence Bud Crawford, everyone. All right, now I'm being joined by the WBC, the IBF, the WBA welterweight champ, the one and only Errol Spence Jr. What about this scene up here? What do you make of all of this? Has this exceeded your expectations?
Definitely, man. It's beautiful just having people coming out and supporting us, man. It's huge, and now it's time for me to put on a big show come Saturday night.
What did you say to Terence up there?
I said he need to thank me for making this shit happen.
You made it happen.
Who? Of course I made it happen. Gave more money. You see, we did a coin toss and all that. Like, my name on the front of it is Spence Crawford. It ain't Crawford Spence. So why I gotta do a toss? Why I gotta do a coin toss?
I don't know. I don't make those calls. Do you think this is a more pro-Crawford crowd or pro-Spence crowd?
You let them decide.
What is it, pro-Crawford or pro-Spence? I don't know. I think it's 50-50 like the fight. How do you win tomorrow night? What do you have to do to give him his first loss?
Beat me.
Can't wait for it. Show some love to Errol Spence Jr., everyone. It's going down tomorrow night.
This fight is going to speak for itself. I think it will.
Terence Crawford, a champion at 135 pounds, Abner, now at 147, where Errol Spence has spent his entire career. As we look at the weigh-in, you get to see the
ring walks are coming up soon. We're going to be starting back up. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Remember, we're going to be live after the fight. The main event starting soon, ring walks. There's a post-fight press conference. That's going to be interesting. We're going to watch highlights, fighter reactions, all that good stuff. In the meantime, just hang in there as we are... Hold on. As we are... waiting for the ring walks to start. Here, let's go back and watch some of this.
Be in this duel where at the end the fans go, I'm not sure who won.
Let's do it. Yeah, here we can watch this.
That's what the 80s and early 90s. That's what it was about. You know, it was about the best fighting the best, and they put on great shows and they performed very well, and nobody wanted to wilt to each other, so they were just. You know, they was going to war. They was fighting. It was literally a war, you know. You had Ray Leonard, Tommy Hearn, you had Hagler, you had Duran. And, you know, the best wanted to fight the best and the best wanted to beat the best. And they didn't just want a decision or victory. They really wanted to beat and punish their opponent. So I feel like this is what people have here. And a lot of times, you know, they want to see you, you know, mean mug and look mean and be angry. But boxing not like that. Boxing's not, you know, not really like that. That's more of doing it, you know, for the fans.
Sure.
You know, like me, I can, my best.
Damn, so we're here. Sheesh. All right.
The undisputed welterweight championship of the world. It's time for Errol Spence Jr. versus Terence Crawford.
Damn, we're here.
This is a legacy fight. This is what, you know, everybody clamors over. The best fighting the best. Terence Crawford, 39-0. Me, 28-0. He has a title.
Mute that. Ring walks are here. All right, I got my second wind. So let's talk. We did a poll in the chat earlier. 465 people voted. The results are as follows. 29%, it's tied. 29% have Crawford by KO. 29% have Spence by decision. 22% have Spence by KO. 20% have Crawford by decision. So we've been waiting for a long time. Errol Spence just turned 33 years old back in March. Terence Crawford turns, hold on, let me make sure. What, 36 in September? Errol Spence, 28. Here, let's do it this way. Errol Spence, 28-0 with 22 KOs. Last fight against Yoenis Tellez, we captured that WBA Super World title. It was originally supposed to be Manny Pacquiao and Errol Spence. But Yoenis Tellez beat. Damn, it's starting. Ring walks. All right.
From Dallas, Texas, the truth.
All right.
Errol Spence Jr.
So Spence has to come out first because of the coin toss.
You can cut out of it. Yeah. Run it up, Rondo.
Anybody know this? Am I supposed to know who these people are that he's going to be coming out with? I can't turn it up because I don't want to get copyrighted. Who is this? Who's this big fellow? Is that some Dallas shit? Am I supposed to know who that is? Am I too damn old now? Am I Paul? Who's that man? Doesn't seem to have the crowd too enthused. I've never been a fan of when fighters come out to live performances, or especially when there's like performances where they're talking or singing or rapping over themselves. I've never been a fan. Big X, I thought that shit said "but the plug." Big X the plug. Okay. All right. I'm guessing he's obviously the man down there or down south somewhere because, you know, obviously. I'm not a fan of the entrance, though. I wanted something more spectacular for a guy like Errol Spence. You know, I wanted them to go all out, kind of like, you know, like with some pyro, like they would do for Anthony Joshua or some shit, you know? But here we are. We're here. Damn. Brought a smile to my face, as you can see. We are fucking here. You know what? It's time to put something in the air. We are fucking here. We're here. It's crazy. Don't mind me. I'll be right back. I'm here. Let me find my lighter here for my little joint for this joyous evening here. With my Pineapple Express. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. Yeah, that's it's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. All right, now let's see what Bud's entrance is going to be. Let's turn it up.
On Nebraska,
let's turn it up.
Terence Bud Crawford.
Oh no, there's a curse on this song. There's a curse on it. I can't play this though, unfortunately. It's Lose Yourself by Eminem. Please don't let it play through. Oh no, it's a curse on this joint. Eminem beard looks CGI too. That shit is, oh no. There's a curse on this track. Oh, he's got the fishing net. Damn. So when MMA fighters come out to this track, they end up losing, and usually losing brutally. Damn, I can't play this though, unfortunately, guys. I can't play it. You know, that will surely get you. You play that track, that shit will get you fucking... Nope. Nope. That shit will get you super copyrighted. I mean, that's some boss shit though to come out to Eminem. That's boss. That's boss. I mean, that's boss. You know? Like what? The top 5, one of the top 5 highest selling rappers of all time. Oh, so he walked him out and then he just like stopped. I noticed his boxing, I'm just saying, you know? I'm just here to report the news. But no, this shit's crazy that it's here. And that joint sold out. It's just a damn shame that, you know, like so much had to happen for this fight to happen. You know, literally came down to the fighters because their teams, for whatever, I'm not going to get too deep down the rabbit hole, but like it was a lot of outside shit that wasn't the fighters stopping this fight from happening. You know, and I'm just glad that the fighters were able to get on the phone and sort this shit out. Yeah, they're in the ring. Terence Crawford just got into the ring. We're here. I'm just glad that they sorted this shit out, you know? So, let me pull out my trusty old scorecard book. 17-0 with 14 KOs in title fights. Terence Bud Crawford, 35 years old. He'll be 36 in September. Errol Spence, 33 years old, will be 34 next March. Errol Spence, 28-0 with 22 KOs, WBC, WBA, IBF world champion. 147 pounds. His whole career, ain't even in the amateurs. Bud Crawford, 3-division world champion. 135 WBO, undisputed at 140. WBO since 2018 at 147 pounds. 39-0 with 30 KOs, has stopped everyone since beating Victor Postol. Here's the tail of the tape.
Spence and Crawford, while he's a switch hitter, is going to fight most of this fight probably as a lefty. So stylistically, they're both going to face something different.
And the rules for the main event: only the referee can stop the contest. The fighter cannot be saved.
Bud Crawford is shown to be very vulnerable when he switches from right-handed or orthodox to southpaw. That's when I would say he's the most vulnerable, because sometimes it may take him up to a couple of rounds to adjust. You know, that's something to consider. And Crawford, up until he stops the fighters that he fights, can be somewhat of a slow starter. And clearly, Errol Spence is the best fighter on the resume that Terence Crawford has ever fought. And you can say the same for Errol Spence, but Errol Spence has fought better competition because that competition was available to him because of his promotional affiliation. So, of course, it made sense for Errol Spence's team to say, hey, we're not going to let him fight these guys that we have in our stable to build him up when you can fight him. And then if you and him do meet up, you'll be the A side because you fought all the guys that he couldn't fight. Because we made sure that we got him signed up for you. So I do feel that there was a freeze out, especially since it was the promotional situation with ESPN, Top Rank, and PBC, and the fact that Crawford and Spence are not necessarily crossover boxers that would create enough buzz for ESPN and PBC or Top Rank to come together like they did for fights like Mayweather versus Pacquiao and Wilder Fury. Which is why Terence Crawford had to go to PBC for this 2-fight deal to get this fight done. And it wouldn't have got done if Errol Spence didn't push his team, whether it be Al Heyman or, as he said, the money people or Suits. You know, they didn't want this fight. They wanted him to fight Keith Thurman. He's talked about this. They had to get on the phone. They had to make sure, you know, Spence said, look, all right, he wants this type of money, just go ahead and give it to him. He wants a coin toss for the ring walks, all right, go ahead and give it to him. You know? So shout out to Spence for saying and really sticking to it that he was not going to fight nobody else except for Terence Crawford. Even when he woke up from his car accident in the hospital, he said Al Heyman was right there by his side, and he said, I want to fight Terence Crawford. And the man damn near on his deathbed. You know, so you got to respect that. Like, he wasn't going to go out like no sucker, you know, and it was like, you know what, nah, I don't need him. Now, he showed he was his own boss. So it's crazy we're here. Wow.
Live from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, it's showtime! Introducing to you first.
Beautiful. Please take your time out. Like the video. That would really help out if we can get to 300 likes. Next week, I'm going to be streaming on my main channel. So basically what happened is several months ago, before we get into the fight, they're about to square off soon. I can't believe it. I had published some content that had to deal with some topics that YouTube doesn't like. So over the last few months, I haven't gotten paid from YouTube in about 2 months now. So over the last couple of months, I've been building up this secondary channel. Normally, it's common practice for YouTubers to have a secondary channel to fall back on in case things get a little rocky on your main channel. So my main channel just got lifted from suspension or back partnered again or applied for today. So I'm going to be producing a lot more content now that I'm actually going to be making money off of it. And just so happens this channel just got monetized and partnered with YouTube a week and a half ago to actually make money off of this channel. So I made my first like $100 like a couple of days ago. So thanks for the new subscribers. Please take your time out, like the video and subscribe, and feel free to donate or super chat. As we get things back going, we will be here next week for Nate Diaz and Jake Paul. The week after, Joshua and Dylan White too. The fighters are in the ring. We're going to be doing live round by round commentary. We're going to be here after the fight in a separate stream for the post-fight show with the post-fight interviews, the post-fight press conference when both of the fighters after the fight, if no one goes to the hospital, will be available for questions. We're going to watch highlights, break them down, slow motion, get fighter reactions from around the internet, and basically a proper post-fight show where we actually delve and dive deep into actually what happened in the fight. Thanks for the super chat. I gave him $1. Who you got? I have Terence Crawford, mostly because Errol Spence has a lot of question marks about like how's he really. Wow, we're here. All right. Crazy.
Protect yourself at all times.
Crazy.
Touch him up. Good luck.
Crazy.
Harvey Dock assigned this mega main event. 19 years pro experience, his 336th professional bout in the ring. Errol Spence is a...
All right, wow. 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 I'm making my scorecard. Crazy. 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 Like, we're actually here. I'm hyped. I'm not gonna lie. I'm hyped. I'm hyped. I'm hyped. All right, I gotta shut up. I gotta focus in. I gotta lean in. Spence doesn't look that much bigger. A lot of skill in that ring, man. Both fighters, obviously, first round is normally a filling out round.
And just as expected, we're seeing the pressure from Spence, calculated pressure, and Crawford. I mean, I thought he was going to start boxing, but he's doing a fine job right now.
Thanks, George. Thanks, Jay. Thanks, LJ. Give you a little shot of the size real quick. Nothing really going on around number one. Spence just pumping out the jab, not really connecting. Both fighters really defensively sound. Errol Spence has maybe thrown 5 punches. Nice little jab, connected a little bit by Terence Crawford. Chest match, nice little right hand to the body from Errol Spence on to Terence Crawford. 90 seconds left in the round. So far, I'm giving a round to Spence. Just off of activity. Nice little jab by Terence Crawford. Another right hand to the body by Errol Spence. Excuse me, left hand.
From Spence, aggressiveness. I mean, we're seeing that jab. At moments, you know, we see the counter punching from Crawford, but it's the Spence.
50 seconds left in round number one.
And thus far, though, in his career, even here at 147, and again against Spence, he's fixing it. We mentioned one of the biggest physically.
I mean, Spence still looking fast, man. Playing the pressure fighter on Bud Crawford. Okay, nice little overhand right by Terence Crawford. Left, excuse me. 20 seconds left in round number one. All right, round number one, Errol Spence. Gave round number one to Spence. Listen to some corner action a little bit.
Well, for Errol Spence, he would like to move his head as he comes forward to not get countered. He did do some body work in round one. He wants to get down there. He averages 7.5 landed per round. He has a fantastic right hook. It may
Who'd you guys give round number one to? I gave that to Spence. The 2 body shots and an overhand left.
Wants to control the range and keep Spence away from him.
It was more of a feeling out round for Crawford, whereas Spence was more trying to set a tone.
What has created all these knockouts 10 in a row for him. The straight left hand is one of those counter punches that he does.
All right, round number 2. Thanks for subscribing.
He's already been a former Ring Magazine champion at lightweight and junior welterweight, looking to win the vacant
Nice overhand left from Bud Crawford, Terence, Errol Spence. Nice left hand to the body from Errol Spence, tied up by Bud Crawford. 30 seconds into round number 2. I can't turn the volume up, no. It can get picked up, audio copyright.
Starting off, you gotta win that battle of the jab, and Spence is doing it good against Crawford, waiting too long. We talked about
So I can turn it up in little brief, you know, times, but not consistently. Can't play all the way through. You can get your video taken down. Nice jab to the body, stiff jab from Terence Crawford. 2 minutes left in round number 2. Okay, nice combination from Terence Crawford. Best combination of the fight so far. Spence is playing the pressure fighter. Crawford playing a counter puncher. .90 seconds left in round number 2. You know what it looks like? He's going to eventually have to get out of this mode, but it looks like in that Crawford is just gathering information. Even during this round number 2, if you notice, he was taking some shots that he didn't have to take on the gloves from Spence, almost like he was trying to test like what he can do. If you're kind of following what I'm saying, if that makes sense. Nice little stiff jab from Terence Crawford. Another stiff jab from Terence Crawford. Spence goes for the tie-up. Crawford just pushes him off. Crawford's getting a little bit more aggressive now. 30 seconds left in round number 2. Stiff jab again from Terence Crawford. Nice. Oh, Errol Spence just got dropped by a jab. It's begun. It's begun. Has the fight changed? Now let's see how he adjusts. Oh, Spence looks hurt. Uh-oh. 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 We're going to see if we can get you a brief highlight. Let's turn it up.
Crawford was able to land that straight left jab, which is fascinating. So it was a jab from Terence Crawford. We thought that originally, but when you see the replay, it's fascinating. Kind of a counter punch. We'll take another look at it, Abner, and it was just a very straight power jab from Terence Crawford.
Yeah, Spence kind of overreached there with that, and Crawford saw the opportunity, and it was a quick 1-2 right in the chin, and he did damage. He put him down.
Early. It's getting ugly. It's still early. Round number 3. Round number 3. Okay, Spence came out really aggressive this round. He's come out with some fire under him. Let's see how it responds. Big overhand left from Spence, but it went on the gloves. It's turning into a fight. He got dropped by a jab. I like how Spence is playing a pressure fighter. He's going right at Terence Crawford. Got Terence Crawford in the corner. They fighting. They fighting. That's what I'm talking about. I like how Errol Spence came out this round. 1 minute, 45 seconds left in round number 3. Fights back in the middle of the ring again. Spencer's throwing some bombs when he gets Crawford on the ropes. Spencer's trying to bully Bud Crawford. Bud Crawford is poised and controlled. Spence seems like he's trying to make a statement again after being dropped. I understand it though, but he wants to be careful because he already found out he can get dropped by a jab. That's when you know you're in trouble as a boxer, or at least from me seeing as a fan. I remember it happened to J-Rock when he fought Jamal Charlo. It's like, hey, wait a minute, he dropped you from a jab. Maybe you need to be a little bit more careful. Spence just not as sharp as Bud. However, you can say this is a Spence round. 45 seconds left in round number 3. Big jab from Terence Crawford. Spence is eating these jabs, bro. Not in a good way. Crawford is stealing this round. He can't. Spence has no answer for the jab. And Crawford is clearly the faster fighter and is looking like he's the stronger fighter in there too. He's just moving Spence around whenever Spence gets close. Another round for Terence Crawford. Errol Spence might get knocked out. This is what I'm not going to do. I'm not going to make any excuses. I had concerns. I raised them before the fight.
Towards the end of the round, that's when he slows down, all right? Keep that jab in his face. Keep the jab, keep that motherfucker pumping. Switch speeds up and down, okay? He don't get careless, because he don't come. Give me a deep breath.
Crawford. Round number 4. All right, help me out. Can you drop a like so we can try to get to 500 likes? That'd be great. The reason why, they go Mayweather ringside. Mayweather, Pacquiao, both in the building. 3 straight jabs from Terence Crawford to start round 4. It's still early, beginning of round number 4.
In this round, in the 4th round, usually Crawford steps it up a little bit more. And we got a little bit of sense of that. He started off really good with the jab. Double, triple jab and body.
Nice little body shot from Terence Crawford.
Difference in hand speed on display, the accuracy, the explosiveness, the body movement, but Spence trying to come forward, trying to lean in on Crawford.
Spence's nose is bleeding. Nice right hook to the body from Errol Spence. Nice uppercut on the inside from Errol Spence. Errol Spence is winning the fight so far on the inside, but Crawford is just... Oh! Nice left hand from Terence Crawford on the Errol Spence. Sharp and short. I was saying that Crawford is just so calm. Like, he doesn't seem bothered at all, and it seems like Spence is working so hard. Another left hand from Terence Crawford. Errol Spence is in trouble. Another left hand from Terence Crawford. Another stiff jab. He's making him look bad out here. He's beating the... Listen, it's not there yet, but he's getting very close to beating the shit out of Errol Spence. Like, he's looking 2 levels above. He can't stop the jab. He's already busted up. It's getting ugly out there. It's getting real ugly. It's getting really ugly. Turn it up. His face is red. He's leaking all over the place. I'm watching on a 4K monitor.
He's not moving off the center line to
so his face is red.
That's what,
like
red.
Terence Crawford as competitive.
1 minute left in round number 4. And it's the jab, and then he's got that hard chopping left. Like it comes so fast and straight down on you. Spence probably ain't gonna want no rematch after this. Another jab almost dropped him. Nice body shot. I know it must be hard for a lot of people to see this, man. You know, that after Errol Spence has been built up the way he's been built up and still a special, amazing fighter. But I know this has got to be hard for some people on his team to see this. And then, you know, the narrative is that, like, he's been avoiding Crawford for so long. But it's still early. We're going in round number 5. We're going in round number 5. It's ugly. It's getting ugly. Let's listen to the corner. I want you to see his face.
An excellent round for Crawford, using the jab so effectively and getting to Spence when Spence gets on the inside, using a variety of punches, including the uppercut. See Spence trying to get downstairs to the body of Crawford, but not able to do it. Later in the round, a lead left hand that lands perfectly. And I think it's kind of surprising to see Crawford, even when he's not countering, being able to initiate the offense and land like that.
I want y'all to see his face. Let me see if we can get a good, clear shot.
Tight defense behind the jab. You see the left hand. Forget about the head and swing your feet.
Woo! I have a Rumble account. I do have one. I have a Rumble, a BitChute. Thanks, I gave him $1. Spence has to land a bomb. Well, it's still early. The doctor's looking at Spence. I know this has got to be hard for people to be watching, man. Hardcore Spence guys. This has got to be difficult. By the way, if Spence loses, this is a huge blow to PBC as well. Another chopping left. Spence might be going to sleep. Another jab. Spence is getting beat up. It's official. 30 seconds in the round number 5, and already Spence is getting lit up. Errol Spence may not make it to the post-fight press conference. He may be on his way to the hospital. Medical check type shit. This is ugly. Errol Spence, we ain't gonna hear from Errol Spence tonight. We ain't gonna hear from him. Errol Spence doesn't have a game plan. He can't stop the jab. Either it's going to be a doctor stoppage, Derek James going to pull him out. Mind you, Jamel Charlo's sitting right there looking. He's got a certain look on his face. He's making this look easy. Bud better not get his ass knocked out, though. Spence does have power. It ain't over yet. Errol Spence trying, but nothing really clean is hitting. He's got to come up with a clean, and his hooks are starting to look sloppy. He's trying to chop Terence Crawford down. He is playing a pressure fighter. Crawford just ate a nice big shot from Spence and ate it well. Another Crawford round. We're going into round number 6. Thanks for watching. If you can hit the thumbs up. Let's listen into the corners.
We'll see here, using the jab very effectively. That left hand did get in for Spence. It wasn't perfect. It didn't land right on the chin. It's the kind of punch he wants to get in there.
Walk, boom, boom. He's shooting you with a check hook, he's shooting a shot. And he really hit me with a jab, a lot of jab. I think he did, but it was close. Listen, walk down, don't give him the space. Make him feel you. And shoot the shot tight in the middle. Use your legs to step around him, okay? Don't stand him. Step in, you do what you do. Good fucking job. 1, 2, 1. Remember, 1, 2, 1. Good fucking job.
Terence.
Sheesh. Hey, listen, this is going to have a major ripple effect on boxing. And remember, Terence Crawford is not a PBC fighter. I mean, yeah, for maybe at least one more fight if Errol Spence decides to take the rematch. But the way this is looking, this is on shutout territory. This is shutout territory. Errol Spence getting, he's swelling up. His face is red, nose is busted. But one thing about Errol Spence is he keeps coming forward. He going out there and he fighting. Nice body shots from Crawford. I mean, from Spence. But Crawford's just eating everything Spence, whatever little he gets, he's just eating it. I wish you can see, if you're watching on your TV or on your phone or however you're watching, look at Spence's face. Like, I'm watching on a pretty nice monitor here, and he's not necessarily a light-skinned dude, but he's so red. Oh, another stiff jab buckled Errol Spence. 1 minute, 30 seconds left in round number 6. Okay, nice overhand left from Errol Spence on a Terence Crawford. Errol Spence warned for low blows or hitting below the belt or punches straying low. An overhand right from I gotta admit, it's hard seeing Errol Spence getting beat the fuck up like this, man. This shit is crazy. I mean, I had Crawford winning, but I didn't think that he was going to just start beating the shit out of Errol Spence like this, you know? Spence is fighting, though. He's throwing everything he can, and he keeps coming forward. But it looks like he's working so hard, and Crawford's winking to people at ringside and shit. Spence has been letting his hands go the whole fight, but it just looks like it's just nothing's meaning anything. He's getting countered. His eye looks like it's bleeding. I can't, let me see. It's ugly, man. Spence is getting bloody and beaten. Whew. He is beating this boy ass.
Now here's where Spence was working downstairs, trying to get to the body, trying desperately to make something offensive happen, and even landing a nice right hook. But the counterpunch from Crawford was so effective. And here's where Terence Crawford showed us in that last round, initiating the offense with that shotgun jab. And Morrow made the point, that jab almost put Spence down. And then later on in the round, Crawford will counter as Spence moves forward, then lands the straight left hand. Spence is not moving laterally to his right or his left. He's staying right in the line of fire.
Make sure you got room on the inside to punch, okay? Let's go.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
We begin.
Oh my gosh. Round number 7. Round number 7. Crawford's going for the stoppage. If you see Jamel Charlo's face right now, and if you see the face of Tom Brown of TGB, this is ugly. This is ugly, man. And remember, Errol asked for this. This is really a fish fry. Okay. Oh, he just got dropped again. Look at his face. Look at his face. It's ugly. It's the end is near. It's here now. It's here. The end of an era is here. Errol's still fighting. He gonna go out on his shield. It's ugly. The towel gonna come in. Oh my gosh. I want to see who's gonna cry tonight. I'm gonna be checking in on everybody post-fight streams. Who's gonna shed some tears? Y'all think Jamel Charlo gonna get beat up by Crawford too if he fighting? Things have calmed down a little bit. 40 seconds left in round number 7. Errol Spence dropped for the second time. We're going to watch that replay. I'm overeating? What? Y'all talking to me? No, I mean, he got dropped, but he's recovered well in this second half of the round. You know, getting back to boxing. He can't stop the jab and that overhand chopping left. It comes so quick and it comes down on you. Crawford is now walking Spence down. Oh, he just dropped him again for a third time. He just dropped him again for the first time. Now he's flying all over the place. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's getting ugly now. Derrick James is in a...
In that round, Spence coming forward and he gets countered with as beautiful a right uppercut as you can possibly imagine. Crawford's knockdowns are almost equally divided, but the right is usually the one that lands the most, and that counter right uppercut was perfect.
That was a time.
But it wasn't the last good moment that he would have in that round. Here is another one, Abner.
Yeah, I mean, the timing from Crawford is just phenomenal. I mean, that right hook that he's got.
He is literally knocking his head off. Literally. Please take a time out. Give the video a thumbs up. Like the video, subscribe. We're going to be here after the fight for the post-fight press conference. Errol Spence may not show up. He's likely going to have to go to the hospital. We're probably not going to hear from Errol Spence tonight. He may not even give a post-fight interview. He might head straight to the hospital after this because he's getting beat up. Like, this is officially, it's safe to say this is the ass beating now. 3 knockdowns? twice in round number 7, once in round number 2. Arguably, he's won every round, meaning Terence Crawford. I gave Errol Spence round number 1 just off of activity, but nothing really landed. It was a filling out round for both. I'm telling you, it's going to be a lot of hurt people tonight, man. They hurt right now after seeing this. The ripple effect of Errol Spence losing, if he goes on to lose tonight, is definitely going to shake up the boxing world. With Jamal Charlo likely going to lose, may lose, I'm not counting him out, to Canelo, listen. Tank Davis is the savior right now. Well, it's a nice, calm round so far. You know, nothing, no fireworks. Errol Spence is actually boxing. I thought it was going to be competitive too. He can't stop this jab. That towel's going to have to come in. I don't think Derrick James wants to do it because of the embarrassment, but you got to save your fighter. That towel's going to have to come in soon. Errol Spence may be going to sleep. I think this is a larger blow to PBC because of what happened to Wilder. And Crawford will likely control the negotiations for the rematch if Spence takes it. And do you want to see this again? Right now, I'm thinking the rematch going to go the same way. Oh my gosh. A fucking shutout. Would you entertain a rematch? Do you want to see a rematch so far after what you've seen so far? Look, jab, jab, jab. He is getting beat up in there, bro. Do you think Derrick James is stretched too thin? Frank Martin didn't look good. Errol Spence getting beat up. Joshua fighting Dylan White in 2 weeks.
Stay focused. One at a time on the inside. If that's how you get from the inside, don't get lax. Step behind him with the jab.
Derrick James trying to do anything he can to give him some specific advice that will turn.
This is ugly. Ugly.
Mentally, physically. Yeah, mentally right now he definitely has to be in his A game. Speaking of Spence, he's got to make sense of this fight right now. He's been hurt.
Round number 8. Round number 9, excuse me. I'm glad Spence is slowed down. He's starting to try to box more. This is a beating. This is a beating. This is a beating. And now Spence's punches don't seem like they have anything on them. Crawford's never been hurt, never been buzzed, never hit with one significant shot, but It's been just straight like going to work routine every day. Another jab from Crawford that knocked Errol Spence's head back. Another stiff jab. He's going for the KO.
Spence is overreaching right now. Crawford getting the right angle. It almost seems like he wanted to throw that uppercut.
He can't
Final
stop
minute
his
of the
jab.
ninth. Spence desperately trying to land something of consequence. Meanwhile, the countering punches of Terence Crawford leading to an incredible amount of success. And it's not just...
I think that Spence is asking to be put out of his misery now. I think Spence wants to be KO'd. It's going to happen. It's about to happen. It's stopped, and that's it.